When I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better life. Know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. Optimize your energy. That's right. Only you can make the change. Share your energy. Shine so bright from darkness to light. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way out. Oh, it won't seem way out. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
Welcome. This is Optimizing Energy, and today we are going to be talking about the latest, I don't know. I think it's interesting, some of these guys will, after like Kevin Samuels, I mean, it has been like a full blown attack on women, and I don't understand why. I don't know why these men, I mean, they get so vicious with the words against women. And it gets exhausting, after a while, like, really? So much, and Marquett knows how to really, really dig it in. He really knows how to, just go in on women. And I don't understand, like, what is the problem? But I'm just going to just play this video and, because I'm just like, wow, you got like these men be having so much negativity towards, well, the women, y'all, you're fat, the baby mamas. So a woman, once a woman has a child, she's no longer, she just should just just die alone. The relationship don't work out, and the way he's talking about it's almost like an abomination for a man to be with a woman once she has a child. Like, relationships don't fall apart, things don't get messy, things don't let's get into it. I can't even, I don't even know how to start this damn live, because it's like, man, so much, it's so negative. Men need to cut this, they need to cut this shit out. Let's go.
I think being a stepdad is not a good idea. From my own personal experience, it did not work out the way I wanted it to. Looking back, it was not a very good idea to try that or to do that. And I don't recommend anybody else trying it as well. And I do put a lot of emphasis on the women that make the decisions about who they lay down with and have kids with. I think there should be a stronger vetting process. So I agree with you in a lot of what you're saying.
So what did you say in the comments that caused you to be invited for a debate?
Right. So what you said in your thing on Instagram, something about men who are stepdads and men who lay down with women who have kids with other men should be hunted down and returned to the soil or something like that. It sounds like you basically said stepdad should be murdered for being a stepdad or even trying to be a stepdad, or just getting in bed with a woman who has a kid with another man. So I just wanted clarification on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. He's about to go into a tirade, but I'm gonna say this. I think that we have gotten away from our original, like the way that society and community used to be. It used to be a situation, let me tell you what happened to me. My mom died when I was my father died when I was 6 years old. And his friend ended up, one of his good friends ended up like taking on me as a daughter and then began to be there for my mother. He was there until I turned 14 and my mother passed on, right? Now, I could never imagine how it would have been not having a father. He came in, he brought me my first bike. He was there, like, let me explain this. Is that we've lost the plot about family, we right now people are so quick to like judge like stepfathers. But like community is the key, if one man is incapable of taking care of the family, maybe he goes to jail or whatever the reason why, maybe he's incompetent, maybe the relationship doesn't work out. It does not mean that this fat, because he's going to go into how fat she is and this, that, he's going to go in. And the bottom line is that, relationships can fall apart, and things might not go as planned. It does not mean that a man who steps up and is there for that woman and her child are a simp or anything like that. But let this guy tell it they are. Let's go.
Do you understand the sentiment of that? Do you understand the purpose?
No, because you're calling for someone to be returned to the soil.
Okay, so are you suggesting that there's never a case where anyone should be returned to the soil? It's like it's all
not at all. Okay. In fact, I'm a fan of yours because the first time I saw you, you were giving this Jewish guy the business, and
okay. Well, we're not,
and you would let them have it. So a lot of people should be returned.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. So what I'm saying,
do you understand the sentiment of what I was saying?
The sentiment.
Yes. Do you understand the purpose of why I said that?
No. That's why I wanted you to go deeper into it and expound on what you were talking about.
Okay, sure. So for those who are new, perhaps, or those who've yet to catch up, my work online has been chiefly focused on cultural improvement, if you like, and spreading a functional culture around the world as a civilizing force. Every now and then you'll see that I have particular emphasis on the Black peoples of the earth for obvious reasons. To change a culture or to modify behavior, you're generally going to use two drivers. You'll use something that is motivational, pushes you toward it, or you'll use something that is creates a stigma, shuns you away from certain behaviors and certain thinking. Pleasure drives us, pain pushes us away. Seeking pleasure drives us, avoiding fear pushes us away from good or bad behavior, respectively. Mm-hmm. So if I mention that, it's for the purpose of driving certain behaviors. So are you not comprehending that to have punishment for a particular violation would serve to push people away from committing that violation? Is that not clear?
No, I understand that. So what would the violation be?
The violation is to create okay, so let me rewind this. I'm a systems thinker, so I want everyone to understand that the ideas I'm sharing fit into a larger system. So the family is a sacred structure, which is the basis of all things. Happiness roots from it, prosperity roots from it, safety roots from it, and much else. The family is sacred. Can we agree that a nuclear family or a patriarchal family wherein all of the children are blood related to the man and the man is the leader of the family is the ideal structure, whether he has one or more wives?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So we agree on the outcome. Now we move on to deviations from the ideal and methodologies to achieve the ideal. So the moment that you have unruly women who are disobedient, loud, disagreeable, incompetent, overweight, these women are those who will not make good wives. And what's worse than them not making good wives, they'll poison young women, which is their competition, such that they too don't make good wives. So these women must be marginalized so that they do not poison everything and stop us from procreating in happy, healthy families.
So you're saying that women are the poison, but what about the men? So only the overweight women, the unruly woman that speaks out for herself does not be a doormat. They're the problem. but the men aren't the problem. I think that this is an equal situation. She's unruly, she's overweight, she's loud, she's this, she's that. What are you? What is the man doing though? A woman in her right environment is not going to be unruly, loud, overweight, etc. So my question is that if the man is the leader of the so-called household, the so-called leader, then what is it that is causing that woman to be unruly, loud, this, that, the other, right? I don't think a woman treated correctly is not going to have a reason to be loud and unruly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when women behave in an unruly manner, when they violate, when they have no discipline, when they're dishonest, when they're rude, when they're overweight, we must shun them and cast them away. They must get no benefits in civil society, which is a patriarchal society, which is to say that you should not sleep with them. Let's say you should not sleep with them. And under no circumstance should you procreate with a woman who has already procreated if you're not the original father of those children. And under no circumstance should you stay with her, get into a relationship with her, or take care of her. Under no circumstance. Hence, the males that do that provide a safety net. They provide a soft landing for a woman who is a despicable character, whose behavior goes against the very ideal that we both agreed on. Hence, at the point in which a beta male or a stepfather supports this kind of woman, he is validating that her behavior is okay, acceptable, and will allow her to thrive and succeed in society. And
this is the problem I have what he's saying. What about women? What about men that have multiple baby mothers? There's men out here that are just boom, 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 impregnating women. This relationship don't work out, move on to the next. This didn't work out, move on to the next. This one didn't work out, move. I mean, up to the tune of like several baby moms. This guy is crazy. Yes, it's like what? He's talking about how women are overweight. But look at this. I want to just give you an example of how delusional some of these men are. You're talking about overweight, right? You're talking about overweight. Look, this dude. There should be an age gap. Okay, watch what this fat ass dude. I'm sorry.
40-year-old man should be with an 18 to 25-year-old woman. Why?
He said 35 to 40-year-old man should be with an 18-year-old woman. Now this dude titty bigger than mine. I need to give him my bra. Okay? His titties are bigger than mine. He talking about a 35 to 40-year-old man need to be with an 18-year-old woman. Fuck out of here.
He's got his health in check.
Why is it always some big fat funky ass man built like an infected wisdom tooth, built like plaque tartar and gingivitis, up here talking about what a man should be doing and a man should be dating, as if he fucking has options? You sit up here and talk about when a man is in his optimum prime health, when you sit here looking like your fucking CPAP machine is about to go on strike for your big fat ass. You built like a Faison fat lot. You out here looking like a Mucinex monster's brother, lung butter. My guy, you built like a shark. You look like you digging your ass and then snip your fingers after. Sir, the only subjects you should have in your mouth is first of all, a damn toothbrush and Bible scriptures. You need to keep the name of Jesus all up and through your mouth. Jesus, Orenthal, James. Christ. This white leader is doing some heavy lift, the Lord's work. With this human personification of your drawers, making a wedgie and catching a damn pubic hair. Shut up. Okay, I'm done. Okay, if y'all want some, I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm done.
And your wife should be 18 to 25. 35 to 40-year-old man should be with an 18 to 25-year-old woman. Why? Because he's got his health in check.
Why is it?
He don't even have his health in check, sir. You don't have your health in check. But then you have a dude like Marquett. Okay, he's thin and he, like he's malnourished. Whatever's going on with him. I guess he works out. He looks like he's got that ectomorph body. You know what I'm saying? He's probably real small and lean or whatever. And so he has like this ideal of a woman. Like women don't like change once they have babies. She's fat. She's unruly. She's just fat and unruly. Just
so that they do not poison everything and stop us from procreating in happy, healthy families.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when women behave in an unruly manner, when they violate, when they have no discipline, when they're dishonest, when they're rude, when they're overweight. We must shun them and cast them away. They must get no benefits in civil society, which is a patriarchal society, which is to say that you should not sleep with them. Let's say you should not sleep with them. And under no circumstance should you procreate with a woman who has already procreated if you're not the original father of those children.
Okay, so you might procreate with about 6 different women and have babies with them. And then what you do, create single mothers. What about, so if you do find a woman that you can procreate with, what about, how do you keep that woman then? And what happens then if it doesn't work out? Then you created a single parent. Like, his logic is not logicking. All he sees is a woman that had a baby and she is just unruly. It has to be her fault in a patriarchal society. I don't know if he's a Muslim or whatever his religious ideals are, but this stuff, this all goes back to that Kevin Samuels bullshit. That's all about what a person looks like. A woman can't speak up for herself. She got to just sit there and be a fucking doormat. This red pill shit needs to stop. I'm so happy that there's run clubs out there and people are getting the hell up off the internet, because this type of bullshit needs to stop. If you love a person, you love them. If you love their kids, like, what is wrong with that? She needs to be punished. Like, who, what, based on what? I don't know if he has kids or not, but I mean, come on, bro.
And under no circumstance should you stay with her, get into a relationship with her, or take care of her. Under no circumstance. Hence, the males that do that provide a safety net. They provide a soft landing for a woman who is a despicable character, whose behavior goes against the
Kevin Samuels is burning in hell. Man, you won that. The comment of the you got. I need to have a thing for comment of the fucking thing. That was the comment of the live stream right there.
Very ideal that we both agreed on. Hence, at the point in which a beta male or a stepfather supports this kind of woman, he is validating that her behavior is okay, acceptable, and will allow her to thrive and succeed in society. And thereby they destabilize the natural, normal existence of nuclear relationships. Is that clear?
Understood. Yep.
Okay. So we must punish the beta male. We must scare the beta male such that they do not create the behavior, or rather allow for and validate and support the behavior of the unruly woman that leads to more single family households, more broken families, and ultimately the kids are at risk and they suffer.
Man, so when he talk about this unruly woman, I'm just picturing this woman just unruly, just running around, just like, come on now, what are we talking about? He is hot as Satan's toenails, right? You know what I'm saying? This guy is nuts. This is the type of rhetoric that, like, I mean, people that like was that like think that they're gonna get 50 virgins after they die, and this is the type of same rhetoric this is. We need to pluck out. We need to admonish the unruly woman. Man, why do women have to be unruly because they chose the wrong partner? That maybe they got like tricked a little bit, because men ain't all the way honest. If you fall in love with a guy and the guy switch up and you don't even know what's happening, you end up pregnant by that guy. So now that's your fault, and now you are unruly. Oh, you gained some weight from being pregnant. Now you're unruly and loudmouth, because you speak up for yourself because you just got tired of the bullshit. I think the majority of women probably would be more soft speaking and more softer and nurturing if they had the right environment to feel safe. A woman in her proper environment, if she feels safe, she's not going to have a reason to be unruly. But y'all niggas is unruly off rip for no reason. Like, what are you talking about, sir?
So that is why the beta male must suffer serious punishment for these filthy violations.
Okay, so you talking more of like a medieval time, drag them out into the street, beat them, stone them, type thing. For
There's nothing medieval about it. I'm just saying that when you violate the laws of a given society,
mhm.
you experience consequences.
Well, thank God his
Medieval
ass
is
ain't
an
ahead
opinion
of
and a
society. 'Cause
perspective,
Jesus
generally
Christ.
Eurocentric. But the fact of the matter is, when you engage in filth, there should be punishment. In this society, which is overwhelmingly sick, a white supremacist society, you observe when the Epstein class has engaged in filth, which is video recorded, there are no consequences. This is an immoral society. So I'm suggesting that we abide by a culture different than the one that dominates in this country and in the West broadly. And I wouldn't describe having consequences for behaviors that we deem unethical to be medieval. I would describe it as being clear. I'd describe it as being serious in as much as it addresses the seriousness of the violation. It is.
What do you mean swing in the park? Well, I'm sorry. You know, that sounds like some slang. I ain't know. That's some new slang, right? That's in New York. If a woman can't tell he's swinging in the park, then she need to have her head examined. I don't even know what swinging in the park means. What does that mean? He swings in the park, or somebody swings in the park.
A great violation to upset the cultural order of a society. When beta males do this in a upright society, they're actually attacking the very basis and structure, the root of the society, which is the family.
Get out more. I don't even know what people be talking about.
So in what culture is it law? Because you mentioned law. In what culture is it law that a man should not lay down with a woman who has a kid already by another man?
If you were following, I'm talking about building culture. I stated that from the very beginning. You see a lot of blacks.
So, you know, in culture, like actual other cultures, you know, if a man were to pass away during war, the brother or certain people would then take on that wife. So I don't know what culture he's speaking of. Sometimes I'm like wondering, does he come from like Sudan, or is he Muslim? Like what culture are you talking about, sir? Marquett, like, bro, you be tripping. Like, I don't understand. How could you what are you talking about? Like, sometimes when men get money, they just become maniacal. I think that's the reason why God made it so a lot of niggas don't have money, because you give them a little bit of money, they become maniacal. And so set in some kind of crazy way of like thinking, like, bro, you got money, you have status, but then you become like this maniacal being that is he's a Black American. Oh my God. I thought he was, man.
Because they're not very strong mentally, strong physically often. They have trouble coming up with their own ideas. And what really scares people, whites especially, is when you find a Black man who can think of ideas, such as yours truly, which is why I'm hated and marginalized. And so what I'm doing is something unique. I'm introducing you to ideas. And sometimes it's hard to accept new ideas and to change.
So you would have a society where it is law that single mothers or men should not engage in any kind of personal relationship with a single mother, a woman who has kids by another man. And that would be a law punishable by death for the man if violated.
We would have a law around men procreating with women who have already procreated with another man.
He's cool on some of the things he says, but right here, what he's saying, you know, is ridiculous. Because there's plenty of women what if the guy passes away? So now she just, you know, she's unruly and she's fat and whatever. You know, I'm fat and I guess I'm unruly. So I don't like what the hell he's saying. You know, I get a little unruly. I have my moments, but I also have moments when I'm not unruly. But you can't handle a woman. You don't know how to like get her back in her, you know, to chill out. Like, you want a woman to just be this like a doormat the entire time. You don't want a woman to speak up for herself ever. And I didn't get fat till I started having kids. Let's talk about that. I wanted to like show this because a lot of these men will be impregnating these women and then honey, they have these men's kids and it'll change your whole life. People don't even understand what a woman's body goes through just by having kids. Look at this. This is her a year before getting pregnant. A year after getting pregnant. But no, she's unruly though. She's an unruly fat woman. She's a single mother. So what if that relationship didn't work out? So now she's a fat, unruly woman. Do you see where his logic is not logicking? Is that she didn't gained all this weight out of pregnancy. Something probably her thyroid probably like got overactive. She probably had preeclampsia. Men do not understand like the turmoil a woman's body goes through by having their children. Every woman's body ain't gonna just bounce back. Some women, bodies are never the same. And I think that a lot of these men just don't have any they don't understand like they have no concept of what a woman is going through. Honey, you lose teeth. You understand that when you're pregnant, you're gonna lose a tooth. You're gonna lose a tooth. After you get done taking the prenatals, your hair is gonna fall out. Once you have the baby, all that hair is gonna fall out. I mean, the vitamins, the deficiencies alone is crazy. I mean, if any problem you have is going to exacerbate. I had like an ear problem. I had an ear thing. Honey, the worst earache ever. Asthma gets worse. Like, people don't even understand what women go through just to have these men's children. And then you want to make it punish us like for just even having. We should not have these men's kids no more. Then they ain't gotta worry about no single mother. Stop having these men's babies, and then we ain't gonna be single mothers no more. God damn it.
Okay.
So is that part clear?
Yeah.
You might poke her guts. We look down upon it. We frown upon this kind of thing. We think it's low behavior, but it is immoral, but not illegal. But what is illegal is to procreate with a woman who has already procreated with a man.
So let's look back prior generations. Like a lot of our grandparents had multiple baby daddies, baby mamas, whatever you want to call them. So in my own family and other folks' family that I know of, it only became a trashy situation, it seems, recently in this society. Before, it was never frowned upon. It was always.
Is that true?
As far as I know, yeah. It seems like the man was always commended for raising another man's child. And men even wanted, especially if it was a boy. Well, hold on, let me finish. Especially if it was a boy, a man would love to take that boy under his wing. And I'm not advocating it or promoting it, saying it's good or bad.
Sounds like you are.
Because there was some level of community back then. I remember, like back then, if you got in trouble, like the whole neighborhood would whoop your behind. You know, you doing something wrong, honey. The lady at whoever your mama's friend was saw you acting up, she whoop you. Then mama come home, she tell your mama what you did. Then she whip you. There was a certain level of community back then, but there's no community now. And he want to show he's drinking some grape juice or whatever. I don't even know why he's even doing this on camera, but okay.
No. I'm just saying the difference is in the times. The difference in the times may be what is making it look worse than what it is, or worse than what it has been.
So what's your point? What's your goal here?
So my point is, let's say 50, 60 years ago, a man would love to raise a boy if something happened to that boy's father.
Well, that's a lie, though. That's my whole point is that's a lie. So can you first validate that, and then we can proceed from that premise?
Well, my validation is from my own personal experience.
Okay. So are you aware that your own personal experience is not reflective of the general society? For example, if I were to tell you that, you know what?
His personal experience is not reflective of society, but yours is. But your opinion of how society should run, it should be the way that things are. That's your personal opinion on how society should be. But then he says that, and now you want to give an anecdotal thing. This guy is so self-absorbed, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, this is ridiculous.
I love driving because when I go out, my driver, who's driving my Maybach, is they always put on my massage seats, and they put on ambient lighting, and then they put on the aerated seats, with just sends like cool breezes through my body. Driving is such a pleasure. I don't know why people get bothered about traffic. I don't mind traffic. I just open the panoramic ceiling and let the air flow in. Why do people get bothered by driving? There's nothing wrong with traffic. I enjoy it. No, that would be foolish, because my personal experience is not reflective of the average person. Right. So that's why anecdotes are not useful.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Honey, this entire argument is anecdotal, and it's your anecdotal opinion of how men should not be there if they like a woman and she has kids that she clearly is unruly and this, that, the other, and he should not ever date a woman that has children. But you never know what kind of impact you can have on that little child's life by stepping in as a male figure. That you could actually change that little woman, that little child, little boy, little girl's life by stepping in as a father, being there and showing them what male figure is. But because we have no sense of community anymore, and everybody is so selfish and self-serving, we don't understand that, hey, there might be a deficit in here, and I love this woman, so therefore I'm going to love her children and try the best I can. Now, I know there's some women out here that, they get real stupid with their kids. I'm not talking about those type of women, Like, I for one, don't think that men should whoop little girls. I don't even whoop my kids. You know what I'm saying? I never gave them a whooping. I was able to talk to them. Actually, that when I was dating, they had to tell me to calm down on my, yelling at my kids. I wasn't whooping them, but hell, my mouthpiece is off the chain. I know how to verbally, kung fu. You know what I'm saying? Wow, 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 wow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hit them or do anything violent toward them. But I know how to mentally, hey, and that's why my kids have graduated high school. They're on their way to college. They had a 3-point something average because I knew how to motivate them in a certain way that okay, don't be a disappointment, But I would say this, but sometimes it took a guy to say, hey, just back off, just relax, And sometimes that's what you need, like a person to say, you're being kind of harsh, just calm down, just let her live, and that's balance. But because this society is like there's so many more women to men, and men have so many options. It's like that people just want to down a whole group of women and make them seem like they're nothing, that really haven't done nothing to nobody. Like the women he's talking about, what have they done to you, sir? I mean, what fat woman did something to you, sir?
From my own personal experience, I can't judge or gauge for the entire country from my own personal experience. I only know what I know, and I only have seen what I've seen. So what I'm saying is, in the current society, we have these terms, baby daddy, baby mama. I'm saying what has happened in our society makes it look a lot more negative than what it really is or what it has been. 50 years ago,
it's not negative.
50 years ago,
it's not negative.
Well, hang on. 50 years ago, baby daddy, baby mama was not a term. It was just if a woman had kids and the father was not there, if she dated another guy, the guy would raise those kids with no problem. And there was no social, and stay with me. There was no social, I guess, like what you're talking about, stepdaddy raising someone else's kids. That's a trashy situation. It wasn't looked at that way back in the day. But now it's a trashy looking situation. And again, I agree with you. I don't like the stepdaddy stuff. I tried it, didn't like it. Wouldn't promote it to anybody. Wouldn't advise anybody to do it. Get your own woman that doesn't have kids.
So why take the effeminate position of trying to create a balanced perspective when we know that the alternative to what I'm describing is less than ideal?
Well, no, my whole thing is when you talk about
one situation does not dictate another. He had one experience in that situation with that woman. That does not mean that that's going to be his situation across the board. Why I don't know why men catastrophize. I mean, honey, they get their heart broken once and it's just over with for all women after that. Y'all need to like pick y'all balls up and stop being punks and stuff.
A law that's punishable by death if the law is broken. I think that's very extreme. Because we have like
I
pedophiles.
did not say that, sir. You said that. I've never
That's
said that
what you
during this
said.
conversation. No, sir, you are incorrect.
You said hunt it down and return to the soil.
That's what I said in the Instagram video. I did
That's
not
why
say
we're
that
here.
during this conversation, and I did not state that should be a law during this conversation. I didn't even say it should be a law during the Instagram video, which is, mind you, a 1 minute reel.
Right. So that's why we're having this conversation, because you said it on the Instagram video.
Why does he need to eat while he's doing this? You know, I think that dudes that eat while they're talking are disgusting and vile and unruly. This is not a mukbang, sir. You're having a conversation. You could have saved that meal and that whatever you're eating and drinking and everything too before or after you did this live. The hell is wrong with you?
And earlier in this conversation, you did say part of your ideas, because you're a person who has ideas, part of your ideas would be a law punishable by death.
Again, you're lying. Why do you keep repeating your lie?
Look, his food is on
You're
the
actually
damn
lying,
mouth.
sir.
So
Food
you did
and
not
stuff
eat
on
it.
his
If you
lips.
repeat the lie, it does not become the truth. It just shows that you are repeating a lie. That's
Okay,
it.
so-
It doesn't.
okay,
It
so
does
for
not
clarification-
transform into the truth.
For clarification, you did not say.
I already
law-
said I didn't say it. So why do you need to clarify it? I've said 3 times I did not say that, and the record will reflect that I did not say that. I stated that there should be a law and there should be serious punishment when the law is violated. I did not say that the punishment should be capital punishment.
Okay, so you're not saying that now. Okay, what the whole premise of this?
I
the
didn't
whole
say that
reason I
before
came-
either. So
The whole
like,
reason I
don't go
came
my
on this
song.
Instagram is because you said return to the
I
source.
think people that eat on the online while they're having a conversation should be punished. I mean, god dang, you couldn't have waited. You could have ate that shit after you got done, and then don't leaving food. You talking, food is flapping out your mouth. I think that niggas that eat while they talking, having a debate, should be punished.
That only means one thing. That means one thing.
Do you think that perhaps because you were living as a beta male stepfather provider that this offended you so much because of that? Yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny, right? Because we're talking about your actual life experience in this case.
Right. Yeah. So my life experience going through that.
Right, I think that he should have been punished. That shit should have went to the back of his throat. He should have choked. Like it just started. Like that's a level of egotism. Like, yeah, like while I'm doing this, I'm gonna start eating. Like, why? Why? I need to eat. No one want, like, if you're gonna do it, at least do mukbang. Get a microphone so people hear it gurgling down your throat as you swallow. I mean, let's do the real thing. Like, what are you doing? No one wants to see you eating and drinking juice, but that's like him being like really condescending, you know? Like I'm going to pack you up as I eat this egg sandwich or whatever the hell he just ate.
It triggered me because I wondered, how can one person have, like I said in the response, how can you have the nuts to say somebody needs to be returned to the soil for something that they did? How can you be so judgmental?
How can I be so judgmental?
Yes.
No, sounds very effeminate of you. I like that.
He
How
just
can you
burped.
be so judgmental? Do you know this?
Honey, if you actually would have not eaten on camera, you wouldn't be burping. He has to burp and then give an answer. Like, come on now. How can you be so judgmental and you're so rude?
Women say things like that a lot. Women hate to be judged. That's why they wear makeup, to cover over their blemishes. In other words, to cover over the truth, because by their nature, they hate to be judged.
No, I've already agreed with you.
You're displaying the same nature. How can you be so
Disrespectful, like-
judgmental? I'll tell you how. You see,
Go.
men are the leaders in the society.
Mm-hmm.
The laws are defined by men. The consequences are decided by men. And the consequences are enacted by men. The leaders are the ones who judge.
Right.
That's how. I'm a man.
Oh
But you
my!
cannot judge when somebody should be returned to the source.
Look, he turned to the side. He looked. Let me tell you how. Oh man, the leaders are the men. The leaders judge. All the people. You ain't leading the shit. Run for office, bro. Tell me how many people vote for your ass.
I cannot.
You cannot.
I already have.
No, you cannot do that.
I already have.
That's just an idea in your head.
I already have, and I can enact it too.
How can you enact it? You're going to kill people yourself? You cannot enact it.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Do you know who Dylan Roof is? Do you know who Dylan Roof is?
Okay,
listen,
yeah.
Do you know who Dylan Roof is?
I know who Dylan Roof is. So you're saying you're going to get a gun. And
listen, stop it. Who is Dylan Roof?
He's a white guy that went into the church and shot 9 people.
9 people? Can we be more accurate?
9 black people.
Thank you.
And they took him to
now.
McDonald's.
Let me help you. Now let me help you.
He gonna tell how he spent some money. With I bet you.
He decided on something and then he enacted it. We all have the power to enact consequences if we so choose. You'd be a fool to tell me what I cannot do. You have no control over that. You don't even have control over your own libido, which is why you sleep with low women and then raise their children from another dude. So what you need to do is don't tell me what I can do. Bosses do what they want. Peons do what they can do.
You can't.
Just as Dylan Roof decided that he didn't like black folks at that church, he took an action. He took an action, and they were no more. They were no more. So what you're saying is false. You wish,
but you're not Dylan. You're not Dylan Roof. You're not Dylan Roof, sir. He had to pick out somebody else that did something in order to make his point. He didn't say, "Well, let me just show you what I've done." He says, "You know about Dylan Roof," and then somehow made the statement. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You're not Dylan Roof. You're Marquett. You know what I'm saying? You didn't grab. You know what? I used like at one point I actually respected him, but this right here is bullshit.
But your wishes will not be delivered on, my dear boy. So what I want you to know, is that you're a weak beta male, which is why you're here arguing on behalf of beta males. No real man would argue on behalf of stepfathers because they're not a stepfather and they don't sympathize with it. No real man who has morals and was in that situation would pretend as though it's okay.
You're not listening. Okay, can I talk?
You've been talking, but you've not said anything.
Can I say
You've been talking, but you've not said anything.
Can I say something now without being interrupted? I've already agreed with you on the step.
Why are you here then? You know this is for debate, young man. Why are you here?
Because you said return to the soil. That means one thing. You cannot judge and say who needs to be returned to the soil.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. In fact, the only people who can make who makes that determination? Who makes that determination if not me?
Let me finish, sir.
No, sir. You're not very intelligent at this point, so I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to ask you a question to try to pull out some meaningful information.
Go get your rifle and shoot somebody.
If men cannot make that determination, who makes it? Who makes it?
Go get your rifle like Dylan Booth.
Young man, who makes that determination if not men?
God.
Oh, of course. We have a religious fool. Another religious fool. Why didn't God help you during 400 years of slavery of the Black Americans? Where was he?
Oh, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
God decides who lives and who dies, is what I'm saying.
Is that right?
What I'm telling you is...
So let me ask you a question. If God decides on that, are you telling me that Dylan...
Is this dude atheist? But he sounds like he's touting like Islamic bullshit. I don't get it. Like, where is he coming from with all this? Like, what is he saying? Like, what is wrong with him?
Roof is God. One second. Is Dylan Roof God?
Talked enough.
Is Dylan Roof God? Young man, is Dylan Roof God?
No.
You said God decides who lives and dies. Is Dylan Roof God?
Can I say something?
No, but Dylan Roof could have shot somebody and they could have still lived, but God determined whether or not they're going to bleed out from that gunshot or not. Just because you get shot don't mean you're going to die. Stupid.
You can tell me if Dylan Roof is God.
Can I say something?
You can tell me if Dylan Roof is God.
Because you're getting very disrespectful. This is no longer a debate. Now
is Dylan Roof God?
This is no longer a debate.
It was never a debate because you're a weak male, which means you don't stand up. So you came in playing games off of the, oh, I agree with you. No, but I'm still here to debate you. That's not manly. If you're a man, you stand up and say, I disagree. This is what I disagree with. You don't play both sides of the fence. You're a fence sitter. You were sitting on the fence. You were sitting on the fence.
Return to the soil.
Is Dylan Roof God?
Who needs to be returned to the soil?
Is Dylan Roof God?
A man can get a gun and go shoot somebody and kill him.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Dylan
right.
Roof is not God. So
is Dylan Roof God? But you said that God decides who lives and dies. So if Dylan Roof made that decision, how's he not God?
I mean, Dylan Roof did not make the decision because, like I said, he could have put a hole in everybody in that church, and they could have just got flesh wounds. They could have been shot in the head and still survived. The ultimate life and death situation actually is a thing of, okay, divine, whatever your destiny is, whatever that is. Dylan Roof didn't decide that. He just decided to shoot people. He didn't decide whether they're going to live or die or not. Carmelo Anthony stabbed that guy. He thought that he was not going to die. What Carmelo Anthony said when they actually asked him, hey, he says, like, listen, if this guy dies, you know your whole life is over with. He said he's not going to die, right? But then he died. So just because a person does something or offensive against somebody does not mean that that's going to end up in someone dying. So this logic that he has, he's so intelligent that he's, how you like be so smart, you could be stupid. That's what he is.
1 second. You said,
Give me one second.
Stated,
give me 1 second.
Hold on 1 second.
Give me 1 second.
You stated that Dylan Roof decided who lived and died that day. You also stated that God.
Millennial, come up, bro. Come up here.
So how is Dylan Roof not God if that's what God decides? Unless you're saying Dylan Roof empowered. It should mean God empowered Dylan Roof to do that.
No. I mean,
well, explain to me. I'm very curious.
A man can decide.
All this shit is goalpost moving. So now we're talking about Dylan Roof rather than like a man. So we went from men taking care of children to Dylan Roof killing people at the church. And whether or not God decides life or death versus a person that actually offends somebody. So he just wants to argue for the sake of arguing. You know what I'm saying? Like he just trying to debate and find something to debate about, and it ain't got nothing to do with shit.
Who died that day with a gun or a knife or a strangling or whatever.
But you said God
semantics.
Decides.
I'm gonna make a damn meme.
Okay.
Like semantics.
God decides who dies. There is no punishment for God killing somebody. God cannot be punished.
Okay, so did God send Dylan Roof to do that?
Hang on. If you go,
so he's up there talking about Dylan. Now he's gonna make this about Dylan Roof, honey. Don't try to like switch up from what the fuck he was talking about.
He trying to make it into like some racial. See what he doing? He go from the black woman, hating the black woman to being now he's trying to be a victim. See what I'm saying? Just like the other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Genesis, them two, same boat. Different niggas, same boat though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Me and Genesis trying to help our people, telling them not to get involved with race war. This nigga come up, want to make this shit about hating the black woman and want to talk about why the black man ain't up and what? Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, we trying to help our people.
Right. Why wouldn't you help a black single mother that has children? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, the best thing to do, all right, if you don't want to get involved with her, then tell her ways where she could get involved with somebody who like her in that situation. You don't tear the shit down. And I could tell, see, Genesis, these type of niggas, they tearing down what we trying to build up. See, that's the problem. But then they blame us, talking about, oh, you should be doing. Nigga, what you mean what we should be doing? Listen to what you promoting though. So basically, if somebody's weak-minded listen to you, they're gonna roll with you instead of what we doing. Cause you sitting here changing what we trying to do. Cause what we trying to do, Genesis, it's a little harder than what these niggas trying to do. And you know, most people take the easy road out. So they gonna listen to these stupid niggas. But you gotta put in this type of work. This shit require hard work. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody promoted positive messages, even though the work is hard, and ain't no bullshit in the way, and people gonna do what the majority's saying to do, because that's just the nature of people. You know what I mean?
And you know what's so sad about this whole thing is that, like, Like, okay, so say it's a single mother out here.
Right.
I mean, what makes her just such a bad thing that because her relationship didn't work out with the baby's father?
Right, or 2 or 3 or 4 baby fathers. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but how,
So
and then
instead
here's
of
the thing.
him,
Why is there several baby fathers fucking these different women? Do you know how many
but
men I met? I met one dude who had 13 baby mamas,
right,
6 baby
right,
mamas, 7
and,
baby mamas.
and
Honey, you be a baby mama. I'm gonna give you a baby. You a baby. You a baby.
right, and you see, Genesis. That's what I'm saying. See, that's why I don't like the one-sided combo. Cause see, he bashing one side, but not bashing the other. That's why me, Genesis, I don't promote none of the bullshit. Cause we already know the bullshit. You know what I mean, Genesis? So let's just promote the right shit to do. To cut the bull. We here to kill the generational curse. That's what we here to do. Kill the shit.
That's why I
You know
had
what
to
I'm saying?
show this to like even like explain like, dude, this is the wrong way to go about it, bro. Like this, the way he
Thank
thinks
you.
that they need to be killed on the
Thank you.
street. What are you telling
Right.
you? The beta man will choose a woman that's
Right,
fat
because
and she's a loud mouth.
right. Cause see what they doing is, Genesis. These niggas is all running off the coattail of Kevin. All of these niggas is Kevin Samuels branches. You know what I'm saying? They saw how he did it, so they feel like, oh, that's the way to get subscribers and money. Oh, I'm gonna do that too. No, that's not the way you do. Why would you follow this stupid nigga? He had a big ass black Uncle Tom nigga in his bed. So you telling me you gonna go that route too? You got a big ass black nigga bucking you in the bed like how he had? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? He had a what?
Genesis, it was one stream where somebody was playing that shit. That nigga had a bra man looking nigga from Martin in the bed, in the back. And the nigga talking about, oh no, that's just some what he said, some clothes underneath. Nigga, we just seen the big ass black nigga in the bed.
Samuels did had a dude in the back, a whole
He
man.
had a Genesis, he had a milk dud nigga in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And these nigga look just like John Henry, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga right here, all of these niggas, that's what I'm saying, Genesis, all these niggas zesty like that nigga. But you see, they in the closet, but you know, Genesis, I'm a male. So I could tell which niggas be zesty, you know what I'm saying? Now it is niggas that do hate women just off the strip of what their mother did, and they'll have a woman, but they won't love her right and all shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And they'll take that route. I know the difference. This nigga though right here and all these other YouTube niggas, not all of them, but the ones that done came up while we been up. They zesty, Genesis. I'm telling you, trust, they zesty. These niggas took the whole Kevin Samuels playbook. They was waiting, you know, and it's funny because the same nigga that they stole from, they was waiting for his downfall so they could take his place. That's the funny part about the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? See, you have your stands waiting for you to fall so they could take your spot. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part about the whole thing. These niggas trying to be the new Kevin Samuels, Genesis. I'm telling you, they are. They not going to though, but they trying to. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is why. Listen, people talk about Umar Johnson, but I'm gonna say what he made a good point where he said this. Listen to this. Hold on. I have to start back over again. Hold on. Let me start it over again because he made a good point on this when he said this. Hold on.
Self-esteem is the most important thing a woman can have in a relationship. And too many of our women have low self-esteem, and it's getting even lower because we're now living in this hyper-sexualized society where how you look physically matters more than anything else. And not to knock my brother Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to him, but one of the issues I had with his narrative is I thought it was too heavily loaded towards the physical. It was too much about how you look as a woman, your education, your income. And for me, those things are not on my list at all. So for him to be pushing that, I thought it was very negative. And for women to embrace it, some and a lot of men, I thought that was also wrong. Because we as Black people don't build families based off your income and your education. They do matter, right? Because if there's no finance, there can be no romance. But to make that the priority, we are raising our children that materialism matters more than spirit. And the foundation of what keeps a family together is the spirituality of the family, not the materialism. So when I talk to these young Black girls, I always tell them, if you don't value your mind more than your vagina, you're going to lose out here. Too many of you reduce your worth to your vagina. And if you do that, you're going to lose because you're not going to be beautiful forever. None of us are. So if you're saying the best thing I can offer a man is my body, sooner or later, you won't have any value at all. And this is where I think a lot of our lady rappers, and I love them all, but I really think they are participating in one of the most negative social experiments in American society. They are playing a leading role, just like the rappers did with violence. These Black female artists are playing a leading role, conditioning the next generation of Black women that body matters more than brains. Self-esteem is.
You understand what I'm saying? Now that's a real bar right there.
Now, right. Now, and I don't even fuck with this nigga Genesis, but the message is right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him credit on the message. The message is correct. Now, the only thing I'm gonna say, Genesis, is about the rappers, like how you just about to talk about. Now, if you got a good household, that rap shit don't influence no Genesis. That rap shit ain't influence me and you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta have a good foundation. It start from home. You know, and whether a mother is single parent or not. Genesis, my boy Kevin, his mother was a single mother. Genesis, his mother raised him better than most of us. I had both my parents, and his mother did by herself as well as both my parents did. And I got that off experience. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? This ain't nobody talking of no TV or none of that. You know what I mean, Genesis? So that's why whenever I hear people talk about, oh, woman can't raise no bullshit, I saw that shit from when I was little. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. Even my father, Genesis, let's talk about my friend, my father. Even my father, I don't know my grandfather, Genesis. I heard he's from Chicago or something. I don't know him. My pop said he saw him one time or some shit. My pops turned out to be a wonderful person. You know what I mean, Genesis? That's what I'm saying. And my grandmother and my great grandmother raised him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Genesis, all of that single mother can't raise. That shit is bullshit. Bullshit, because you don't know. That single mother probably had a father. You know what I'm saying, Genesis? Oh, I had a single father at that and picked up after him everything. Or whether she did or not. I'm just saying, she probably just had a single mother, and before that, the generation before that, she had a father or some kind of male figure, or it probably was just a wise woman that taught her. So it's not about the gender raising another gender, it's wisdom. It's about if a man got wisdom or if a woman got wisdom, you could raise anyone. You could raise a child, young female child, young male child, raise them up, be wonderful people. But it's up to the child. The child is the last push. Genesis, we could bring them to the water, but we can't make them drink. So it's all about the child. If the child gonna have the parents' teachings in the back of their mind when they hear this bullshit and be like, yo, am I gonna listen to it or not? Yeah, I listen to it, it's tough, but I ain't gonna do what she said. I ain't weak. I ain't a stupid motherfucker. I ain't no follower. That's all you can hope for in your child. Everything is a gamble. You know what I mean? Genesis, love is a gamble. Raising children is a gamble. You just hope in the end you won. You know what I mean? Because it's all about what you assisted, how that turns out. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Genesis.
No, I think that the way that he's trying to frame single mothers as like these unruly, fat, like over top.
Right.
I mean, it's like like my mom she ended up being a single mother at some point. You know, well, she never was ever single. You know, I'm gonna say this. She did. Okay. She's always had my mother was beautiful. She always had a man, you know. But you know what? Like I said, once my father passed on, then Will became my stepfather, and he stayed there until the day she died. You know. But before that, she was married to a Reed. You know, and he was getting her behind whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like know she was getting beat up her entire. It was like a lot of butt whooping going on, ass whooping, like fighting, domestic violence. Right. So like you're saying that well, to not be a single parent, you got to put up with domestic violence and getting beat up and this, that, the other, so you don't become a single parent.
See that's stupid. And then Genesis, his logic. See, they be portraying for this shit on online. Genesis, when these niggas was younger and all of that, these niggas wasn't outside like us. Genesis, me and you, we done had they didn't. Genesis, they was the types when we was in school. They was the types. They was running the class. Remember the ones that we used to run past us mad fast to get in class first, so they could sit in front of the class, front the teacher. I ain't saying it was wrong to sit in the front row of the class, but I'm talking about them type of people didn't live like how we live. We was outside off experience. We was doing shit. Genesis, we sneaking out the house, all type of shit. We was doing more shit we wasn't supposed to do than we was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, we made it through because we know people that did the same shit we did and they ain't make it. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't go through it. He didn't go through that. You know what I mean, Genesis? So he online talking about some shit he don't know about. He just grifting off what he heard other people talk about. That's why
I don't know whether
like
he came from the middle class or whatever he come from, but his
he
whole
like
way.
you know what it is, Genesis? If he did come from like an environment like where we from, because we know people, Genesis, they came from the hood, but they wasn't outside like us though, still. You know what I'm saying? So he the type, he might have, but he wasn't around like us. What he did was he had them type of parents that's just like what he became, and told them, oh, you can't go outside with them, or yeah, we're gonna send you to these type of schools, or when you grow up, you're gonna fit in with these people over here because we want you to make something of yourself. Like, stupid shit like that, Genesis. So he grew up hating what he was. You could tell, look at him, Genesis, he hate what he is. You know what I'm saying? So he been traded his card for some bullshit. But I bet you when he get around the white people, Genesis, he ain't up there talking like how he talking now. He on some submissive shit. You know what I'm saying? See, he online with the bullshit, but when he in the street in the real world, he moving towards them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like.
There's no way that he can be, because like, dude, everybody, he's like really well known with this way that he is. Like, I don't think anybody there might be people that probably have never heard of him, but I mean, if you
this is my first time. This is my first time. I never saw him before, but as soon as I heard him open his mouth, I heard the play. It's like what they do is, Genesis, they all give them the same play. They be like, okay, we're gonna have you selling your ass, knocking down the black woman, you know what I'm saying? Get that audience, we push your views, you know what I'm saying? We get you subscribers, all that shit. But as soon as you do something crazy, we sending you back to where you came from. That's the prop. You know what I'm saying, Genesis? That they get. That's the proposition that they get.
But he's been around for a while with this rhetoric about like this anti.
Oh yeah. Like, you know when this came about, Genesis? This was like around this is like just before COVID. Like right when Kevin Samuels started. You know what I mean? That's when all of these started coming up like right behind him, you know what I'm saying, Genesis? Because they was like fans and groupies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the black woman. See these type of niggas, they had one black woman do something crazy to them, you know what I'm saying? So now all black women is something. Just like we know, Genesis, it's black women and black men. Most people, period, ain't shit. It don't matter what race. Most white people ain't shit. Most black people ain't shit. But that's the way of the world. Most people is negative, but you got some good ones. That's why the road is narrow.
You'll get more hemmed up fucking around with a white chick than you would with a black chick. These niggas got fucked up.
Right. But see, Genesis, them white niggas is throwing him his bones. So that's why he on some shit like, okay, yeah. Cause see, if it was black people throwing him his bones, Genesis, guess what he would be doing? He'll be on some ultra black shit. So he bone biting. You know what I mean, Genesis? Whoever could throw him the biggest Kentucky Fried shit, that's what he rolling with. Cause they send you them emails. Genesis, when your channel growing, they'll send you them shits. They'll be like, yo, when you was talking about this that day, yo, it got these amount of views. What you think? Cut them a little, like, you know what I'm saying? A little deal, like, yo, if you keep continuing with this, yo, we'll throw you this. You know what I mean, Genesis? It's just like that.
I had someone do that to me with the Trump stuff. Like, if you just keep talking about Trump, hell no.
Right.
Like, no.
Right. And you see, Genesis, I don't got
you need to switch up from the right to the left, or the left to the right, or whatever. You're too leftist, and you need to be more on the conservative and Trump side.
Right.
Like, I'm on no side. I don't believe in none of that. Let's go.
Right. And I don't got no
that which I believe is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I've said, but carry on.
You don't have the right to do that, so you would go to prison, or you would get killed.
Focus on the actual point, dimwit. I'm asking you, did God send Dylan Roof to kill 8 black people?
See, listen to how he talking. See, Genesis, listen to the talk.
A discussion or what?
Your mind is very, very feeble. You're having trouble staying focused on the topic at hand. The question is, did God send Dylan Roof to kill 8 black people?
No, I don't believe so.
Then if God didn't send him to do it and God is in full control, how did it happen?
Because he got himself a
gun and decided, I want to go kill some black. You see how stupid he is, Genesis? Everybody got tests. You ain't going to be stopped. The only way you're going to be stopped, you know what I mean, Genesis, if it was something you, like, you know what I'm saying? One God's chosen, like, nah, you ain't about to. So you pull out a gun to gun jam, and then you bust his ass, something like that. But everything else, I'm not saying he don't care about other people, but what I'm saying is, Genesis, Everybody's tested in life. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's free will. I think that you have I think it's free will. You have a destiny that you can choose. You can choose to go this way or go that way.
Thank
God
you, Genesis.
don't tell you to do which way to go. God is the orchestrator of the entire universe. And at the end of the day, we're just like people are moving around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right. That's what I mean by
this path or that path. You choose this way, this is what happened. You go this way, this is what happened.
Right. That's what I mean by.
But in his mind, he thinks he is so right that he can't even understand that that everything that you say is not 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean by test. Right. Genesis that's your life path. You got obstacles in your way. So it's like, okay, and everybody's already written out. If you do this, this was going to happen. If you do this, this was going to happen. You know what I mean? So,
and a lot of times, like stuff like that is a catalyst for something else to happen. So in his mind, he thinks that he's trying to like he's trying to take something that probably was a catalyst for some other thing to happen, and it's just just happened to be the thing, you know?
Right. And what the
fuck does that have to do with single parents and that women are unruly? And so the thing is, what people do is that they move the goalpost, change the subject into a whole different subject that has nothing to do with the original subject, and now you're arguing whether or not Dylan Ruth is ran by God or whatever versus the initial subject.
Now, Genesis. Now check this, Genesis. Now I'm glad you said that. Now I don't got no YouTube, but the reason how I know this because I know white supremacy playbook. Now, Genesis, what is the number one thing? If you guys chosen people, what is the number one thing a white supremacy playbook would have in there, Genesis? It would be to try to move the black people away from God, wouldn't it? That would be the number one thing, wouldn't it?
Right, make them scared to go to the church. Like there's too many people organizing or whatever.
There we go, Genesis.
Why did he choose the church? Why he could have went to a lot of different black. He could have went to a basketball court and did the same goddamn thing. Why did he choose a church? I believe that there's probably something to it. He might have been charged up by somebody else, whatever organization he was a part of. Who knows what he was going through? But the thing is, he wants to talk about like God. Did God make him do that? No. Whoever the fuck he was talking to that got him all charged up, whatever internet program or message board that got into his mind and made him do that. That's who did that. Not God didn't do that.
Right. And then Genesis, check the fly shit though. Because the South got the land that we need to have, you know what I mean, Genesis, because the climate is like mostly tropical, so we could be fruitful, you know what I'm saying? So the plan was, that's why that great migration, see, I'm from New York, Genesis, but I ain't knocking my grandparents and my great-grandparents, but they should have stayed in the South, and I'm gonna tell you why. When everybody migrated here, just like Genesis, when they let the immigrants come from their land in Venezuela and run all the way up here, that's the worst thing you could do. Leaving your land is the worst thing you could ever do. Because now other people gonna occupy your land. So now you're gonna have neighbors with like a little backyard, and the climate, like 50% of the year, 40% of the year, you can't grow nothing. You see what I'm saying, Genesis? So the idea was scare them out their land, you know what I'm saying? And take them away from God. God and land, once you get them two things deducted from your life, God and land, you ain't nothing. What you got?
Right. So now this guy's going to continue to talk about like how so I don't somehow make a point that is no point whatsoever. Let's go.
People today.
But you said that God controls who lives and dies. Did you say that? Yes or no?
Yes, I said that.
Yes, you said that. Okay, so if God controls who lives and dies, and Dylan Roof takes out 8 black people, then that had to have been decided on by God.
So the caveat to that, anybody can kill anybody.
The caveat.
Anybody can kill anybody.
Yes. Okay.
At any given time. Like I said, you can go get your rifle and shoot every.
But by permission of God, correct?
Oh my God! Can I finish the sentence?
You're repeating yourself. Say something new and meaningful.
Because you keep interrupting me.
Is it by permission of God or not?
I would say no.
Do you realize you don't make sense? This is why I don't debate religious people, because none of you are intelligent.
I'm not religious.
You don't make any sense. You have limited comprehension. That's why you believe in things that are not real. That's why you don't debate you all. You do not understand logic fundamentally. You've contradicted yourself 8 times.
Okay, I see what you do. I see what you. Okay, I see.
Do you think you're not intelligent? But you think you are? You're the height of arrogance.
Can you imagine him talking to a woman?
No, he would talk worse than this. See, Genesis, just like this comment on the thing. He's like one of these. You know what I'm saying, Genesis? all niggas do be talking, ain't about no action. Genesis, if he saw that man in the street, he wouldn't be talking like that. And then another thing, Genesis, if when the man did approach him, he ain't gonna say nothing to him. But just like you said, Genesis, when he get around a woman, he gonna take all of the things he was supposed to do to him out on the woman. This is the type right here. He fit the description perfectly.
Do you understand that if he talks to a man this way online, imagine how mentally fucked up whatever woman he's with, and he talks to her like this, and then
right. And he ain't
I think he is creating a lot of different women that are probably having
and he
mental issues. He will cut that woman down in a certain way, and her whole entire
and it wasn't. And Genesis, it was only one woman that did that. That's the funny part. It wasn't no 2 or 3 or 4. This weak ass nigga, it was one woman, Genesis. But I'm gonna tell you this though. He had a whole bunch of other race of women breaking, but he ain't talking about them. No, he only talking about that one black woman that did it. Not the races that had plenty. Because this nigga Genesis, what he does is he'll talk to a woman, but this nigga regular gas, you know what I'm saying, Genesis? So he'll talk to somebody for a little bit, but she gonna lose interest because this nigga is not nothing, you know what I mean, Genesis? Ain't nothing like regular. And a woman don't like regular. Like
he dates a white woman. Okay, wow, that's even more crazy.
No, I knew that. Genesis, what did I just say, Genesis? And I didn't even know that, but what did I just say? Because I'm trying to tell you, Genesis, I know these types of niggas. Because I've been outside. I've been around, Genesis, where I'm from. I grew up in a diverse around every race, nationality, ethnicity, all of that. It's not about skin color. It's about the dumb niggas that get brainwashed and off of one thing that happened to them, then they become weak and they gonna run over to the other side, get dogged out more than what the other side did them. But guess who they gonna criticize, Genesis?
They come online and then take it out on the black people because this white.
There you go. When the other races did them way filthier than the black side did, he gonna come on there and talk about the black though. That's the whole shit. That's what
the same
I don't
thing
like.
the Angry Man did, right? Wasn't it? But you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Genesis, that's why I said
y'all black women this and y'all black women that. It's like
right. That's why I said they all come from that same branch, Genesis. It's the same branch. One did them wrong, so they ran over to the other side, thought them bitches a trust. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, they thought they fouled just like that. You know what I mean? So when they did whatever.
They foul on a whole nother level though, because a black woman they might battle catch you. They might do what I showed you how that lion went and slapped that other lion in the face. But but the white chick they're gonna do some diabolical, destroy your entire life. Let's go.
You couldn't even sign on.
You are exactly what
we can't see your face because you don't even know how to turn on your camera. You cannot operate basic technology.
All right. Okay. So now
that's how slow you are. You can't operate basic technology.
He just didn't want to turn his camera on, sir.
Well,
and that's why you asked you not to curse before you came on. And here you go.
Is correct. See, he know.
These beta
I don't know if it's a he or she, but
these
they know
that nobody wants. I got some more things to review with you all. Let me acknowledge the folks supporting the work. Shout out to NF. He writes, I've heard the number one predictor if a child will be abused is if there's a stepfather. Absolutely, 100%. He left his computer. Really, they are. Care of it. And shout out to the Saint, and we had the Atlanta section came down. And so what I'm asking you, 1 second, and it would only take 30 seconds. So would you mind trying that?
Let me go.
Bad sign.
Actually had a few interesting.
Oh, your camera's not working. Your brain is working, and you're working, man. But
right
your camera's not
that's
working.
What he want to be.
Right.
That's what he really wants to be.
Well, why is that? You don't have a cell phone.
That right there, Genesis, that's what he really wants to be. Remember when I said up top he want to be like some French or something? See, that's what he want to be. What he talking now, Genesis, that's what he wants to be. He mad he not that though, but that's what he want to be right there. That's what he wants to be.
Do you have a cell phone? Are you in uni?
Oh my god!
Just real quick, are you in uni? Just real quick, are you in uni? Just 1 second. 1 second, old chap. Are you in uni? Hello, are you there? Hello?
When you want to
Hello?
be serious and actually address the question, let me know.
One moment. Are you in uni?
See, like a fake Australian nigga or something.
Hello?
Well, it's Marquez, right? Is it Marquez?
Hold on one
I'm
second,
gonna
old
make
boy.
my point now. And then,
One moment, old boy. Are you in uni?
no,
See, Genesis.
You're not in
Yo,
uni.
Genesis, hit
Okay,
it real quick.
all right.
Yo, Genesis.
All right.
He did.
Yeah, I'm
This
just
nigga
taking
is disrespecting. Yo, Genesis, this is the second time I heard him say a racial slur, some white supremacy. First, it was young man to the other, and he was a grown adult older than him. And this one, he called him a boy. You see what I'm saying, Genesis? It's the words I'm listening to.
Yep.
Piss, old fella. Now, seriously, so you're telling us that you don't have a camera on your computer is that's your lie?
Yeah, this is my work laptop.
You're telling me your work laptop doesn't have a camera on it.
laptop. But
Okay, so you're telling us that you don't. You're telling just real quick, young man.
Everybody is not like a YouTube streamer, sir. Some people do not want themselves to be broadcast online arguing with a fool.
Real quick, you're telling us that you don't have a personal laptop with a camera on it.
I am at work right now. Yes, I'm calling.
You're at work, but you're not working right now.
Briefly.
Fascinating.
No,
Okay,
I'm
and
working
you're
right now.
telling me that you can't call in on your phone that has a camera on it.
Bro,
Marcus,
just
Marcus,
do
we can have
the
this
goddamn
conversation.
One
debate.
Why you
One
want to
second.
see another
One second.
man?
So all this stuff is he's
See what I told
arguing over all this trivial shit. The guy does not want to be seen, bro.
See what I told you, Genesis? Why you want to see another man? Why you can't just talk to him? Why you want to see him and glaze over him? Why you want to do all that? See what I'm saying, Genesis?
So he can attack his looks and attack his physical features.
You're saying
Right
that
now, I can
you
only
can't
give
call
you
in
5
on
minutes
your
of my
phone.
time. No,
Everyone comes online. We don't accept those lies. You're saying you can't call in on your cell phone.
Do you want to address the premise of the question, or do you not?
One second. You're saying that you can't call in on your cell phone, which has a camera on it.
Well, I could technically call on my cell phone. Yeah, of course.
You could, yes. And it would only take 30 seconds. So
No, because you want him to get on there and show his face so you can attack his face.
Really, Genesis?
it takes 30 seconds. You just have to click the link. It's a URL.
Since we're on this call,
but he was actually trying to make he probably is in the bathroom. It's not like he's in the bathroom.
no, I've actually used my
Yeah,
laptop.
this nigga on some Jeff
It's
shit.
just a bit cumbersome, you know what I mean? Like, come on, mate.
It's cumbersome to click a link on a cell phone? Cumbersome is if I
No, he just doesn't want to be seen, bro.
Right, guy, you are on some gay shit. Just talk to the man. Why the fuck you want to lust after this nigga? Just talk to him regular. Yo, Genesis, what's wrong with these people?
Man, it's crazy. I swear.
Talk to the nigga. You been
I just joined your podcast. The last live of you going crazy on some dude with some prostitute 80-year-old lady. So I was like, let me check in another live. And,
you can't say that word with the P.
Oh, sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. Carry on.
Gotcha. So yeah, and also I see that you're my stepdad. I'm a stepdad, so I want to chime in. I don't know exactly what your main argument or gripe is, but I'm willing to hear it.
You don't have an argument, or
no, I don't know what your argument is against stepfathers. I just know that you were talking about stepfathers.
Sure, no problem. I'd be happy to share it in short. Sure. Number one, most women, 99.9%, end up as a lonely mother because they are unruly.
No, what the fuck? Yo, Genesis, hold on, whoa.
What it is to be a woman,
yo, Genesis, real quick.
You must have missed the beginning, honey. It was she's unruly, she's fat.
Yo, Genesis, I don't mean to have you keep stopping it. Yo, Genesis, I just gotta talk about 99.9. Is this nigga stupid? Genesis, less than this probably like it ain't even 20%. It's like in the teenagers, low to or like 12, 11. Genesis, most women is in families. What the fuck is he talking about? 99%. What the fuck is he talking about?
Unruly? You cannot be a mother and be unruly.
This nigga just said 99.9 is lonely women.
How are you unruly around your kids?
This nigga just said 99.9% of
Welcome
women.
to the panel, bro. Speak. Thank you for joining us. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, most definitely. What's up?
Okay. Yeah, I know about this guy. This guy is. I've heard him before. He's like this, and He's a piece of work.
But you know what's so crazy? I thought that he was really educated and that he had like, some kind of an education.
Nah, you know what it is? You know what it is?
No, he
Genesis?
went to like John Hopkins. I think he was
I'm
he
tell
got
you.
like some
I'm
kind
tell
of
you, Genesis.
award or something like that. He was
You know what it is, Genesis? He's indoctrinated. See, people think education, he's indoctrinated. It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but I'm saying literally, I think he graduated when he was like 15 or some shit like that. Like this guy
you could graduate when you're 15. Like some people is educated, but he's indoctrinated though. You see what I'm saying? Because he got a diploma, that don't even mean you got to really have a conversation with everybody to see if they really either educated or indoctrinated. This fool is indoctrinated. Genesis, trust me. He ain't educated.
Broski, you say you know about him. Didn't he graduate when he was like 15 and like went to like some prestigious university and got like a doctorate degree?
I don't know about all that, but I just know his history on this space. He tried to accuse another YouTuber of being a child predator.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's this guy.
Yeah. But all I'm saying though, Genesis, just because somebody went to like Yale, Harvard, all of that, it don't mean they trust me, Genesis. You got to actually talk to these people. Some of them are, yes. But a majority of these people, most of these people, Genesis, trust me, they the common folk. Their mind is indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? Most people it's the common idiot. You know what I mean? They either run after what they've been told instead of doing their own research, or they just go after what they see and it's not really the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or one thing that happened to them, they blaming everybody for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to actually talk to these people.
So he went to Berkeley and then he got his master's from John Hopkins, but he went from what I understand.
You can have all of that. You can have a master's, doctorate, everything. It don't mean you educated though. You got to actually talk. You got to actually talk to these people and find out if they are or not. You know what I mean? Him.
So maybe because he got his degrees and say he feels like that he is above like regular people.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Genesis. Now you got it. Exactly. Genesis, I only been on here for like a half hour. That's all I needed. I know everything. Genesis, I was pulling shit about him and I didn't know. And people coming up with comments saying that know him and saying this I already been saying. And I didn't even know. It's just that I know his type and I know what come with that type. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, speak. What were you saying?
Well, I was saying that you got a lot of people who go to college, they got all these degrees, and along the way, they lose their ability to talk to people.
They lose touch with society. Yeah.
Yeah,
because I think he's a millionaire or something like that. I think I think that he has like a
but even money. I know a lot of cornballs with money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't trust.
And I think that's what he's doing. He thinks because he's acquired a certain amount of money that when he speaks, it's like he's looking like you don't have the money that I have. I'm an alpha male. He's this persona of like this person that he thinks he is, and everybody else is beneath him. And I think that's like a really weird way to like come on, because like you call people beta males because they are dating a woman with a. This guy said he's a stepdad. Let's hear what he says to him. Watch this.
Mother. Due to their incompetence or unruly, disrespectful, rude nature, they end up being a lonely mother. The stepdad is the beta male who comes in to support her in her wrongdoing, to provide a soft landing to the crash that would otherwise occur based on her bad behavior, thereby creating a system that supports bad behavior as opposed to punishing it, and thereby reducing the instances of a woman being a lonely mother. Now, let me say this. Does that mean that stepdads are bad people or evil people? No, not necessarily. Are they doing evil? Oh, probably. On a systemic level. On an individual level, no. They might do a great thing for that child, especially if the child is a boy. But on a systemic level, they do a great
See,
evil.
gotta be a boy.
There's a lot of data that also indicates that
He
stepfathers
hate
are generally
girls,
a bad
man.
thing as opposed to two biological parents. And when you remove the stepfather as a safety net, you increase the likelihood of women taking seriously their initial pregnancy and the first man they decide to be with. I yield the floor.
I think, all right, now that I've heard the full argument, I think
Not the full argument. It's a little something for you to respond to.
the appetizer. Got you.
Yes, sir.
I got you. All right. I think you're correct systemically. Because obviously I'm going to defend individual as myself, right?
Sure.
But you know what? Let's have a little fun with it. Let's see how smart I can be.
Okay.
Let's challenge your systemic wise, right? So in my personal case, my fiance now, who's now going to have my child as well. I came into this child's life when she was very young. So she basically looks at me, even though I'm her stepdad, I am the authority figure. I am the man of the house. I pay all the bills, etc. Right?
All right.
So I get the respect that I could have gotten with a woman who didn't have a baby, right? But in me becoming the stepdad, I'm helping out a little girl who, if she didn't have that father figure, might go out there and hit the pole or hit the block, you know? That's my I might be helping out, you know?
You might be. No, there's no doubt about that.
Okay.
You go by Ricky, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so that's my main, I guess that's my main rebuttal against it. Like maybe actually this might help systemically all these girls doing what they're doing, you know?
So you're saying in terms of the children?
Yes. I think a strong man at home would steer the correct path.
Okay. So again, we're talking in terms of the system.
Yes.
And would you agree that the ideal outcome is to prevent the creation of lonely mothers, also known as single mothers?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
So you would agree that the more that they are stigmatized, shunned, and left alone and not dealt with, then we'd probably be able to reduce them in number of.
I don't agree.
Okay,
I think, and the reason I say that is because I think there are a lot of men who, maybe not a lot of men, but there's a certain section of men who are attractive enough and understand how women move, and they can just run through them, right? I know you're one of those type of men. I'm one of those types of men. I could run through women and no problem, right? And they would have no chance in stopping me from impregnating all of them. It's just they wouldn't have a fucking. Oof, I'm sorry. That's the second time. I apologize. I know you got 3 strike rule. I'm sorry about that. Sure. I'm from New York, so it's
really a 1 strike rule, but carry on.
Oh, I apologize. All right. So I appreciate you actually keeping me on as well. Sure. Yeah, I would just be running through them, and that number would still happen because men will do what men do. How do you feel about that?
What? So
what he's saying is that there's men that know how to manipulate women, and if he wanted to really have a bunch of women pregnant, he could, because women will believe what he's saying, and even though he's probably lying to them, and then he's sleeping with them, and then he's pretending like he want to be in a relationship with him, whatever. Then they pregnant. But that's the thing, is that so Marquett is blaming it all on the woman. These women are unruly, and that the reason why that they're single parents is because they done yelled at the man and got him away from him, whatever, because they're just loudmouths. It's like, no, it couldn't be that the man knew how to, you know what I'm saying, say the right things, do the right things, get her in bed, impregnate her, and leave.
I would say that she's just a weak woman. And
it's a lot of weak women out here. There's a lot of women, especially when it comes to men, that don't know, like, I mean, that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. Come on now.
That's why Genesis, that's what I'm saying. Most of these guys, Genesis, like, they got these YouTube channels, they wasn't dealing with girls when they was in school like how we was. They got out of school, went to college, and then got a career, and then they started dealing with women. See, those is people you can't really talk to because they don't have experience from all levels. See, they started getting girls when they started being able to take them on dates and paying for everything. There you go.
Right, do you see what this guy is saying too? Cause do you see what this guy? Do you understand Wall Street? What this guy is saying?
I mean, I hear him, and I've been sitting here listening before I came up, but it's just goofy to me. The biggest thing that's goofy to me from the Marquette perspective, right, is you're very against abortion, things of that nature, right? So you're saying that women should just have more children. But then you're demonizing men for stepping in, whatever the situation may be, right? It could be the guy died. It could be the guy went to jail. It could be they just weren't a good couple, whatever, right? But you're demonizing the guys that step in to help support these children when you claim you want more of them. You know, it's just a
But no,
dumb argument.
he's demonizing nice guys and blaming it on the women, which is crazy to me because it's like, oh, so the men are fucked up for that they're messing up society by dating these women, and the women are allowed, unruly, fat, and ridiculous. And it's like, man, what are you talking about, sir? Like,
yeah, no, and then he glazing him, telling him, oh, I know you get women too, and you can run through them too. No, he can't, because if he could have, guess what he would be doing? He would be talking good about women. He's bitter and miserable towards women because he can't do it. Anybody who could do it, no, why would they ruin what they could do? Why would you do that? You wouldn't do that.
you know what? That's a good point.
Because in that
Yeah.
case, most of us got to
Necessarily.
take our charge. Like in a lot of these situations with kids from single parent homes, the one thing I will say, the homie's point from a guy that has had some nominal success with women, right? More often than not, the women want the baby and the man. They wanted him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thank you.
Guy might do
Right.
something, they just might not be compatible with each other, but I don't think they go into it just expecting support and all these things. Like, nah,
No,
that's
they
bad
want the
art.
man. They wanted the man, and then they got pregnant. And they hoped that the man would stay with them, and that shit didn't work out.
Yeah, they didn't even want the kid. A lot of times,
Right, and then another scenario,
they want the man.
some women,
and they use the
some
kid
women.
as an excuse to get the man.
What he said?
And
No offense, but you can't say you have to. Stuff. Nah, see, all right, I'm gonna tell you something about the stepfather.
People forget about like how old people are. Like, we are not in our fucking 20s, bro. Like,
Nah, you know what it is, Genesis.
most
Sometimes
people, when they get a certain age, you're gonna if you're past your 30s, you're gonna probably run into people with kids. I'm sorry.
and you know what, Genesis, and sometimes you don't know what happened with that woman. That woman could have, I know, just like me, I know a girl that had got raped, you know what I mean, Genesis, but she had her baby. You know what I'm saying? I didn't question her, but that's what she did. And her daughter looked just like her. Nice, sweet girl too, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then I know women who baby fathers died. You know what I'm saying? So it's different situations that come into play when you're dealing with this. So that's why I always say, Genesis, it's somebody for everybody. You just can't knock them down because they're a single mother. You can't do
And
that.
see,
Just like look at the Brady bunch. He had 6 kids, single fuck, but he met a woman who had 6 kids like him. That's why it's called a balance in life. Everything is balanced. You just got to get with somebody who balances you. That's what it's all about.
Now I think Genesis spoke on, after 30, you're very likely to meet people with kids. Now, even in that though, I'm gonna be completely honest. Because I didn't want any more kids, right? Like I only had my son at the time. I specifically like really built things with single mothers. Because the one thing I knew was, right, if any woman on earth don't want to have another kid, it is a single mother 9 times out of 10,
Hell
right?
yeah.
It's been a struggle. She not trying. But on the other side, these women that don't have children by 30, 32, they looking at the expiration date on their ovaries. They looking at the fact that they got a bunch of friends who aren't as smart or equipped as them, but they get all this joy from these babies. They want to have them kids tomorrow. No, knock me up now. Take it off.
Right.
And
Right.
so for me,
My tubes are tied. I'm not trying to have no more kids.
but my point is, like, for me as the guy, that was like a safer space for me, like being with another single mom because I was a single dad. You know what I mean? So our kids can build relationships and play together and stuff like that. And so they just be making not complete arguments.
Yeah, for those in the back that didn't hear like what Marquette's argument is, I'm gonna play it again.
Sure, no problem. I'd be happy to share it in short. Number one, most women, 99.9%, end up as a lonely mother because they are unruly and they're incompetent in some significant area of what it is to be a woman, or the term we like is wife mother. Due to their incompetence or unruly, disrespectful, rude nature, they end up being a lonely mother. The stepdad is the beta male who comes in to support her in her wrongdoing, to provide a soft landing to the crash that would otherwise occur based on her bad behavior, thereby creating a system that supports bad behavior as opposed to punishing it, and thereby reducing the instances of a woman being a lonely mother. Now, let me say this. Does that mean that stepdads are bad people or evil people? No, not necessarily. Are they doing evil? Oh, probably. On a systemic level. On an individual level, no. They might do a great thing for that child, especially if the child is a boy. But on a systemic level, they do a great evil. And there's a lot of data that also indicates that stepfathers are generally a bad thing as opposed to two biological parents. And when you remove the stepfather as a safety net, you increase the likelihood of women taking seriously their initial pregnancy and the first man they decide to be with. I yield the floor.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, this nigga's terrible. He's terrible. And then he talk about, especially if it's a boy. It don't matter what gender it is. You a successful parent, whether it don't matter what you raise, long as you came out good on it and you get it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
This guy hates women. He hates women.
Exactly.
That's all I hear.
That
was my whole point for the whole thing.
99.999%.
Go ahead,
It is impossible to qualify.
Thank you.
99.99% of single mothers.
That's
crazy.
Yo,
I'm like, where is that statistic at? Like, he's just making up statistics.
Yo, that's what Wall Street. That's what I was bugging out off of. That's why I ain't mean to be bugging. Yo, I heard that, bro. I heard that number. That number is insane, son.
Honey, even the gas station don't even have that close of a damn.
Yo, nobody on earth, nothing on earth is 99 point anything. None of that. Now, even your own body, getting a disease out of your body or natural healing is not even 99.9%.
Honey, even when they do the goddamn paternity test, it ain't 99 point.
See what I'm trying to tell you, Genesis? This is superficial people that's up here teaching, doing harm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is crazy. But you know what? When you think about it, when I just thought about this is that when you do a paternity test, it will say it's 99.99%. What's that 1%? Who else is the baby daddy? God or what?
Yeah, the point one. Right, the point that Genesis.
What is that?
I know you took pregnancy test, Genesis. Do that pregnancy test say 99.9%?
Who else is the baby daddy? If it's 99%, so I mean it's you and something else. It's like baby daddy.
Like, come on, come on. This is.
But no, but I'm sorry. I went off the rails. I'm sorry.
You good? No,
but in this situation, I'm thinking to myself, he does not like women.
He don't. He don't even like the woman he with. It's just that he got to use her for some type of status quo that he don't even like her. He just got to use it for what he trying to what he trying to go to or get whatever his goal is. He need her for it. You need her for the look of it. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree with his overall. Like, there's some things I watch and I'm saying, okay, he's right. But this right here, I'm like, he's doing too much right here. Like that a single mother is like this unruly woman and this, that, the other. It's like, well, I mean, he's not accounting for that we're in a world with different types of women. That there's single mothers.
Just like the comment right here. Just like the comment right here. No, he does hate women. And just like what he, even the little kid, the little girl, oh, especially if it's a boy, he don't want no women involved. He don't want no women, nothing, woman, none. People don't listen to. People don't have attention to detail. It's not just looks. You got to listen to. I'm listening to everything this guy is talking about, and all his words is matching up. He don't want like no woman. It's nothing. It's no woman. That's why I was saying earlier, Genesis. I wouldn't be surprised if he can't reproduce, because that's what Margaret Sanger did.
Maybe that's what it is. He can't have kids.
Right, because Margaret Sanger couldn't reproduce. And what did she push? Planned Parenthood for us to not have no kids. This is the agendas that gets pushed.
Or maybe he has a small penis, and so therefore he's mad because his dick is small. So he's up there like, man, these unruly women and all stuff. Like, bro, just say your dick is small, bro.
Or he
just
got
say you have a micro penis, you know.
Got an issue with a lot of baby mamas. I don't know.
Man, bro, listen, Wall Street really. Do you know about this Marquett Devon guy?
So, you know, when I first found out about him at a glance, I'm like, oh yeah, homie look a little, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna put no smut on his name, but I'm just saying for me at a glance, it looked like it has some NutraSweet in there, right? So then I started to listen to some of his conversations and I was like, oh, he's pushing, you know, kind of a Christian agenda. He's, you know, not accepting of these other lifestyles. All right, so I'm not gonna put that on him. You know what I mean? But then it becomes, I hear the other stuff like this, and it's like, when you say that the man that steps in is a beta male, like, that's crazy for me, because I don't care how much wrestling you do with men and grappling and whatnot, like, you're not going to be an alpha to me. I don't care what you think. You know what I mean? Like, my life is proven the type of man that I am, so I'm not even really interested in competing with other men, right? But when you say that these men is betas, nah, fam, that's when I got to throw out there, like, you know, I'm a step dummy, and I'm a proud step dummy, right? Like, my oldest is 21, right? He wasn't into sports. It wasn't his thing. He was more into computers and stuff like that. And he's, you know, out the house now. He's doing well for himself. But my wife, I had a son, the oldest one. My wife had a son. You know what I mean? He about 14 now. And then we had one together. Now, my you know, step dummy son, you know what I mean? Yo, I hooped, bro. Like, he gives me, I get to live out all of that coaching dad and whatnot. Like, yo, it's the most fire feeling in the world where he just cooks somebody boots, put them in a blender and make a layup. And the other dad say, is that your son? He's pretty good. And I'll be like, yeah, I's the pappy. Yeah, that's me. That's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I take a lot of pride in that. So to call a man in that role in a blanket term, 99%, since he's using that number, nah, fam, you sound goofy to me. Like, I can't.
And again,
I think it takes a very strong man to take on another person's seed and raise that baby up.
You have to have a maturity to do that. You know, my stepfather stepped in, you know, when he was dating my mom, and he got a lot of flack from my brothers because the man that my mother dated before him, well, let's face it, he would let them do whatever. My stepfather, you're not gonna do that here. You're not gonna do that in front of her. This is your mother. And they went to blows. But he got his respect. Like, I respected him. You know, the only thing is, had he been able to live longer, because you know he had picked a bad doctor and they misdiagnosed him, and so suffice to say he didn't live long. She would have married him. We would have been different. I would have had a different lifestyle. But the point of it is that you thinking everybody's beta because of what they do. It's the mindset that you have to know the person. You have to know their mindset. Now, if this man is going there just so he can get some access to vagina and playing stepdaddy, then yeah, I would say he's a beta. But if he's coming there He truly wants to be a father. He has the respect of the woman and the children. He's not a beta because they're gonna listen to him.
Well, you know what? The biggest thing that he did was he blamed it all on the female, right? And what happened is this guy says, "Well, I think that you know," but he assumed that Marquette would probably know that there are men that know that are smooth talkers, that are chivalrous, that know how to. They have charisma, and they could tuck a woman's drawers off her ass. They
Yeah,
could tuck a
but
woman's panties off herself. You know what I'm saying? They exude a sexual energy, and these women they'll eat it up. They don't even know what the hell they don't stand a chance. If you got
Right. And
a
then
man that know how to charm a woman right, her stupid ass will just fall for it every time. These men know how they know a woman's, but and then don't actually have sex. They'll be in love with that man. If that man
and
knows
then just
her woman's body and know this, that they will be in love head over heels with this
well,
man and
right.
think
And
it's love. They
so
will think this man loves her. And this man don't give a shit about her. You know what I'm saying? So I think that to blame the women, because a lot of women are hopeless. Women get fed romance since they were children. Like they get fed like the knight in shining armor. We're hopeless romantics because we're fed this ideal of romance.
Yeah, and
well,
I think it's something that's left out of the conversation. Like when, so you got to understand, like a lot of good black marriages, when we talk about black marriage, yeah, a lot of times there's stepkids in there, right? And it's because that man and that woman came into it understanding their role, what they would have to do. But somebody brought up the Brady Bunch, right? And it's crazy how that's celebrated, right? But
In the
in
white
our
community, the
community,
Brady, but now she got 3 kids. He got
it's
three
crazy.
kids, and they came together.
nah,
Yet they
six,
were
six.
all alone.
well,
Marsha,
Word,
Wait, how
Marsha.
many kids they had a piece?
I
word,
think three apiece.
yeah, they
Yeah,
had
they
three.
both had three
word,
kids apiece, came together, and that's how they all formed the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
word. And and then just like what we were talking about him. See, Genesis, I'm from New York. The kind of girls we got here, if he talking like this now, he ain't even see the tip of the iceberg. You see what I'm saying? So that's why he don't know what's going on. He's just talking almost what he heard and this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got girls that are something happened to you, they'll hold you down, don't want nothing in return. Might be a single mother, and just the payback for her doing whatever she did for you, you give it back to her. You just pay it forward to her. So he don't know people's circumstances, what they go through. Certain women hold you down without you even asking them to do it. And that's what leads you to being with her. You're not caring about if she a single mother or if she this or she that. She did something good for you that nobody else did, and you got with her. It's simple. But his agenda, he knocked him down, single mom, single mom. No, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I, 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 he,
Good,
I
brother.
try not to be. I think there are some women who are just dumb, and in that case,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
that on
Mm-hmm.
them, that is their fault for being dumb. If you're that
Mm-hmm.
No,
blind,
it's not their fault. That's because their parents didn't teach them. Like me, I didn't have my first boyfriend until I turned 18. I wasn't allowed to even have boys as friends until I turned 18.
Nah, you know what it
So
is, Genesis?
when I
I
finally
right.
dated,
know.
that was my first boyfriend at 18, 19 years old. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't have
Yeah.
my first child till
I
I
didn't.
was 30, you know. But I'm gonna tell
Nah,
you
but
what, when it came
I
down to men, I didn't know shit. And these dudes were
yeah,
running circles around my I could have
Yeah,
yeah,
gotten
and
yeah.
pregnant.
I
I
get
could have
what you're
been pregnant,
saying.
but these men ran
Nah,
circles around my ass. They lied, pretend like they liked me, whatever, and I was dumb as fuck.
I
So you're
didn't
nah,
right
even.
about that.
bro speaks is right. He right. I'm gonna let him because he's right though, Genesis. He right. He right.
I
I
because
mean,
I didn't know anything about dating till I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 27.
Word.
I'm being honest. 27. And even I knew I'm not having no children until I'm married.
Right.
So
But wait, your first girlfriend, or you had different women that you were sleeping with, or whatever?
I didn't sleep with I slept with a woman, but that wasn't my girlfriend. That was
No, I'm saying that I did not have even a male companion, nothing until I was
that's what I'm
18.
saying.
I wasn't allowed to
didn't have
like
a
be
girlfriend
around
until I was
dudes or nothing like that.
27.
It was all
Well,
female.
for a girl though, that's good though. That's good.
I didn't have a girlfriend until I was 27. And that was the
Oh, that
first
means you
woman
didn't
that I
commit till you were 27. That means you didn't settle down and say
No,
you're the girlfriend, so that you're sleeping with
no.
different women.
I mean, legitimately didn't have no girlfriend. I wasn't dating out there like
But
that.
you were sleeping with women,
I slept with a lady.
right?
Yes.
But how many of them women that you slept with probably wanted to be or thought that they were your girlfriend?
He said a lady,
None.
so one.
See,
There
you
you
see,
go.
you see. That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Okay, but
I think
no,
all right, now that I've heard the full argument, I think
Not a full argument. It's a little something for you to respond to.
the appetizer. Got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you. All right. I think you're correct systemically. Because obviously I'm going to defend individual as myself, right?
Sure.
But you know what? Let's have a little fun with it. Let's see how smart I can be. Let's challenge your systemic wise, right? So in my personal case, my fiance now, who's now going to have my child as well. I came into this child's life when she was very young. So she basically looks at me, even though I'm her stepdad, I am the authority figure. I am the man of the house. I pay all the bills, etc. Right?
All right.
So I get the respect that I could have gotten with a woman who didn't have a baby, right? But in me becoming the stepdad, I'm helping out a little girl who, if she didn't have that father figure, might go out there and hit the pole or hit the block, you know? that's my I might be helping out, you know?
You might be. No, there's no doubt about that.
Okay.
You go by Ricky, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so that's my main, I guess that's my main rebuttal against it. Like maybe actually this might help systemically all these girls doing what they're doing, you know?
So you're saying in terms of the children?
Yes. I think a strong man at home would steer the correct path.
Okay. So again, we're talking in terms of the system.
Yes.
And would you agree that the
See, he ran
ideal
from that.
outcome is to prevent?
What did you say, Wall Street?
He ran from that. Homie, like he was dicey with it in the beginning, but when he just wrapped it up all at the end, like having a good man in that home essentially benefits the children. That's when he runs from that. But I'm talking systemic. Nah, like, cause you're actually not talking systemic. Like my beef, a lot of times when I see dudes come on these panels with good intentions, it's like you just not the one qualified to have the conversation. Sometimes you just gotta crash out and stunt on them, right?
There you
Like,
go.
so when you talk about these single mothers, you gotta understand my second biggest flex to being a good dad is, right? I never got a woman pregnant that didn't make $100,000 a year, right? Now, when you tell him something like that, right, like you shit all over his world because in that case, he may not be in six-figure status, right? But it's like people try to go into these conversations with good intentions because there is a certain level of celebrity worship and, oh, I've seen your videos. And now I'm on your panel, right? And
So
you
you think
want
he
to
trying to be too
challenge
smooth
him.
with it? He being too. He really need to be getting up there like, no, bump that. What you talking about is
Yeah, you
bullshit.
gotta crash
Yeah,
out
he's supposed
sometimes.
to be getting.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be getting in his ass. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be.
Because like when I'm having
Cause
that
this type of talk.
conversation, well, I'm just saying when I'm having that type of conversation with those type of dudes making that argument, I instantly go to those two flexes, right? One, the fact that my son's mother, right, and my wife, they both caked up, right? And they were both, well, they are both baby mothers, right? My son's mother, we had our first child together, and when I met my wife, she had a child, right? But it's not like anybody, most men coming into either one of these women's situation, you're up. You ain't gotta sacrifice and do all this goofy stuff because it's already ingrained in her, and what she got in her career, she's good. The baby's good, right? It's the nuances of it. It's the building respect and things like that. That's the issue. You know what I mean? But on the other side, it's like, yo, bro, like I just know you dudes aren't really in the dating scene where you're dealing with multiple options. Because if you're dealing with multiple people living their lives in different ways, yeah, this is gonna factor in.
I think that women are hypergamous. There's a certain type of man that is impregnating a lot of these women. That's why you get the man with 6 and 7 kids. You know, it's because they know. That's what this guy's talking about. He's like, he says, man, you know, listen, I know how to get, you know, I know how to talk with.
Nah, you know,
And
yeah, you know why, Genesis? Because it's more.
Watch that.
Because it's
also known as single mothers.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Watch
So
it.
you would agree that the more that they are stigmatized, shunned, and left alone and not dealt with, then we'd probably be able to reduce them in number of.
No, Goofy. They're already stigmatized.
I don't agree.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And the reason I say
This
that is
nigga's a
because
clown,
I think
bro.
there are a lot of men who, maybe not a lot of men, but there's a certain section of men who are attractive enough and understand female how women move, and they can just run through them, right? I know you're one of those type of
men who know how
No,
women
he's not.
move,
See,
and they
that's
can
where
just
he died.
run through them.
See, right here is what right here. He suicided himself when
That's
he
where he
told the
died.
nigga, "Oh, that's right, fam." As soon as he told him, "Oh, just like you could run through." No, he can't run through him. Why you think he
Yeah.
acting like that? No, he can't. Stop giving him props.
Man,
Like
he
they
don't
can't
have
run
the
through
dick
him.
to do that. His dick is small. You can tell by his nose.
What is
See
he
how
talking about?
small?
He
Look at his.
what are you
Listen, you
talking
can
about?
tell a guy's small dick by his nose is too small.
Nah,
That
'cause
guy
he
got a big
glazing
nose,
niggas.
and this guy got a small nose. His dick is small. This
Yeah,
guy's dick is
cause
big.
Hey, yo,
cause he
DJ, you
glazing the
wild.
nigga. He up there right. He up there disrespecting him, and he come up there to glaze him. What's the? Come on, you don't get nowhere like
Yeah.
that. You got to put it on his ass.
Right.
Well, you know, he on the show,
Yo,
so you
DJ
know.
is
But
wildin'.
I still don't think that these dudes just run through these women like that. I think that these
They
women
don't.
I think a lot of these women are slaves.
Let me see your nose, brother. Speak. Let me see your nose.
Nah, you got nah. You know what? Like when me and Wall Street from, yeah, because we like you when you in the neighborhood, yes, because it's way more females than it is men. You're going to. But
It's a
like them,
metropolitan. You meet a bad chick, walk into the train. Like we all on top of each
right,
other.
right. But him, he glazing them, talking about no, because if he was, he wouldn't be up here trying to be somebody that he not. He don't even like what he's supposed to like. He ain't running through nothing.
Ooh,
You know what I just thought about,
Marquett?
bro, when you said that? You don't find a lot of New York City man experience. You don't find a lot of dudes from New York making this argument.
Right.
What's up, Ak? Somebody says, do you think that women that most women choose men their mothers and fathers would approve of? I mean,
no, that's what we were saying. That's what Bro Speaks was saying. It's just like what we and you was talking about, Genesis. You can parent, you could bring them to the water, but you can't make them drink. See, most people is followers by nature. But if your kid became the unconventional and went the other way, didn't follow the crowd, beautiful. The props go to you and the props go to the kid too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the gamble is. It's like you just, all you got to do is just hope your child not a follower. And if they don't be a follower, then you like, okay, good. But you can't take all of the credit for that. Most of that credit go to them because they was out here with the peer pressure, just like how we turned out. We turned out all right. Because people I know from New York, most people, they mind is they was fried before we turned 18. They was fried already. Fried.
But hold on, I think that this guy's gonna make a good point, but he did kind of glaze Marquett.
He glazed them. He glazed them.
You
don't
probably
ever
could
glaze
too.
them.
Like, no, he couldn't, because that's
No,
why
he
he's out
couldn't.
here talking about he don't even have a perspective. His
You don't glaze
perspective is
nobody
off.
like
Watch
this.
this. Here we
Would you
go.
agree that the ideal outcome is to prevent the creation of lonely mothers, also known as single mothers?
Yes,
Okay.
for sure.
So you would agree that the more that they are stigmatized, shunned, and left alone and not dealt with, then we'd probably be able to reduce them in number of.
I don't agree.
Okay,
I
I'm listening.
think, and the reason I say that is because I think there are a lot of men who, maybe not a lot of men, but there's a certain section of men who are attractive enough and understand female how women move, and they can just run through them, right? I know you're one of those types of men. I'm one of those types of men. I could run through women and no problem, right? And they would have no chance in stopping me from impregnating all of them. They wouldn't have a fucking. I'm sorry. That's the second time. I apologize. I know you got 3 strike rule. I'm sorry about that. I'm from New York, so
It's really a 1 strike rule, but carry on.
Oh, I apologize. All right. So I appreciate you actually keeping me on as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I would just be running through them, and that number would still happen because men will do what men do. How do you feel about that?
See, and that's
So,
where he messed up.
I just want to
right?
recount what you said to make sure that I fully
Right.
understood.
He wasn't outside with us. Yeah, he wasn't outside with us. Not with us,
But
he wasn't.
Peter, bro, I'm saying what's the problem with his
Yeah.
argument, right? Because number one,
Right.
you trying to have this conversation with Marquett, who he's not even going to subscribe to getting buns like you trying to give him credit for. And I actually agree with you. It's probably less likely that he was like that than he was, right? But my response would have been, so you want to ostracize these women, but the reality is I would love for you to do that. Dating for me would have been way easier because at the end of the day, a lot of men will potentially make these women wives. They will create homes with them, right? So it ain't just about running around knocking down everything. I love the passport bros. Yo, if I was dating right now, right, with the passport bros and with the shun single mother, I cannot lose in this moment. I can't lose. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I get the
Oculus,
point he was trying to
what?
make. He just worded it wrong.
Yeah, he was trying too hard to to cater to Marquette. Like, see, I bet you probably could have did the same thing. No, he could not have. That's why he's up here mad about women.
It's
And
like
says,
you
we
just
need to
gonna be
cut
mad.
these women off. We need to cut off the access to sex with these women because it's like, sir, you guys are the ones that come on now, child. Please.
My thing is, how you gonna stop that? That's the big question. How you gonna
Think
stop
about
it?
it like this, though, right? Like for what he's asking for, my son's mother, right, gets a bag. She's a God-fearing woman, and the honest truth is, I was a goofball. I messed that up, right? So these women are still viable candidates, and they're gonna win with the dude that they lucky enough to let in. The dude is lucky enough to be let in. Like it ain't gonna happen, bro. All this shunning these single mothers, like now,
It didn't happen in the Bible days either. So what is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying if he was, if
stepfathers in the Bible.
Marquette was to shrink his argument to a certain group, then maybe I could respect what he's saying. But you, homie, you threw out 99.9%. All right, so throw my baby mother in there, right? Like a lot of dudes would be lucky to get her.
And you know what? Shouts out Wall Street that you even admitted that, hey, you were being a little bit goofy and you probably could have did better. She probably was the one that got away. That you probably could have been.
Genesis. One thing about us, we ain't gonna be up here fronting. Just like what I always tell you, Genesis. You even know I was a knucklehead too. But the whole thing is, everybody make mistakes, but it don't exempt you from being with somebody that's for you. You see what I'm saying?
From the BX.
What he
where you
what
from
he
in
trying
Webster,
to
bro? You from the
Oh
BX,
no, fam. I'm from Hempstead. I'm from LI.
Oh, all right. Oh,
right. But you know what it is, Wall Street? All my father, all my family is from Brooklyn and Queens. You know what I mean? So my whole life, I was like back and forth. But I'm from Hempstead, LI though. But I spent a lot of times out by y'all. So I got like the best of both of the worlds. So I understood. I dealt with women in the city and I dealt with women out here. And I'm glad that it happened like that. You know what I mean, Wall Street? Because a lot of people from out here, they shun the city. Oh, the city. And I used to have to tell them, like, no, you never been out there, so don't talk about what you don't know. That's why I'm glad I was able to come out there with y'all so I could experience, but like, you know what I mean? The different lifestyles. This like
King,
him.
so like King picks whoever this person is says when women claim their I was waiting on Oculus to say something. I don't know. Okay, I think he's been trying to say something the whole time. Oculus, you there? I was waiting on you to say something. You there? Oculus? You gotta unmute. He probably driving.
Yeah.
Oculus, you there? Oculus, say something.
They are sensible as men.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so I can't hear. All right, so when women claim they are sensible as men, they can't. I can't hear you. Probably gotta drop down and come back up, Oculus. They can't have the felon run through multiple women with degrees and claim they have sense. Is it at some point women have to take responsibility and accountability?
This is what I'm saying. See stuff like this. Everybody makes mistakes. If people, that's why they say you can't. If you without sin, cast the first stone. You go through life making mistakes.
Oculus? You trying to. You gotta unmute. Okay, that's crazy.
You can't go through life without making one mistake. You see what I'm saying? But
I can hear you now, Oculus. What's up, Oculus?
The topic of it was can you hear me? I came on the back end.
Yeah. So what's happening is Marquett was saying that single parents, single mothers are unruly, and that he just dropped off again. All right,
he probably just got a bad signal.
Yeah. You know, he be driving.
You can't not. Right. You know what I mean? You can't knock people for making mistakes. You see what I'm saying? But as people, we gotta right our wrongs, and that's what we do when we get older. We right our wrongs. When we younger, how you gonna go 30 for 30? Everything you do every year perfect? No, that's what life is about. You make mistakes. It's like when they put us on the chessboard when we little. You're gonna make the wrong moves on the chessboard. You just starting to play out. You're gonna make the wrong moves, and when you do become a master, you still not gonna have everything right. You'll have a lot of stuff, but not everything. Nobody leaves this realm perfect. So that's what he told. Oh, God.
It's funny you say that too, because like with my wife, you know what I mean? Like she's from a solid 2-parent home, right? Became the single mother, so she got mad shit from her dad. But when her and I met and I got kind of ingrained in the family, her father's so solid that I always like make the joke with her, like, yo, I fell in love with your father first. Pause. Like, I wanted to be like that nigga. I wanted to learn more from him. He was the nigga that was telling me, yo, chill out, give her a pass, I'll talk to her. And we built a good family. You know what I mean?
That is important to have, like, that family unit be somewhat involved. That's a big deal, you know.
Right. And my point was, it ain't like if she comes from a 2-family home, these things may not happen. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not locked in that, okay, 2-family home, the boys aren't gonna become felons, the girls aren't gonna get pregnant, everything's gonna be perfect. Nah, that's goofy.
Bullshit.
It's bullshit because Wall Street, we know people where we from. A lot of the people that we know that came from 2-family home, them the most corrupted one, because they feel
on
like
the block.
Thank you, Wall
Wait,
Street,
hold on, y'all. That King picks, you are being delusional.
What you say?
I've never seen a men with a good career say, I'm gonna get a stripper pregnant. You don't gotta say
nobody's talking about strippers. We're talking
90% of the men that go to strip clubs are married.
See this what I'm saying? And then we talking about women in their past. They made a mistake. They made it right. They got themselves together. We ain't talking about no bum ass people. We talking about people. You think only bum ass people make mistakes? We talking about people who made a mistake. Everybody mistakes is different. Some make bigger mistakes than others, but everybody makes mistakes.
I didn't make no mistake. I wanted all my children. I wanted I wanted every single one.
No. But what I mean by mistake, Genesis, people by getting with the wrong person is a mistake too. We all done been with girls that ain't shit, and we all been with men that ain't shit. That's a mistake. You see what I'm saying? Even though we might not have kids by them, we still was with them at one point in our life. That's a mistake. See what I'm saying? That's why I said.
He said that's my
No,
point.
no.
They use them for play. They aren't having kids with them, honey. When you come, if the cum goes past the condom, or if you ain't using one, or if it breaks, you get the woman pregnant, and they're not trying to do anything, but it happens. Like, don't be in delusion land. Shut up.
Right. That's what I was saying. Some people
sorry.
make
I
bigger
shouldn't tell them to
mistakes than
shut up,
others.
but just stop.
No. It's all right. That's why I was saying some people make bigger mistakes than others. It's no level of a mistake. A mistake is a mistake. It's up to you to make it right, though, to make it work. You see what I'm saying? Just right your wrongs. That's all we saying. Long as you live in here to make it right, you right your wrong. Now I can see if somebody making the same mistake all over again. No, that now it doesn't become. Now it's not a mistake. Now it's insanity. You see what I'm saying?
I think that's what the guy is talking about.
Let's go. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that guy is talking about those women, not the one that made a mistake and then they change themselves. I think he's talking about those women.
But no, but the dude that's on the channel is saying, like, listen, men know how to run through women. There's a certain group of men that can run through women, and they know they can use their charm. They know a woman's body. They know what they're doing, and but women will just drop their panties for.
You know what it is, Genesis? It's just that bro speaks. Right. It's just that bro speaks what he's saying, Genesis.
Those men can't just run through women. Those women are weak. And I'm sorry.
Right. We're not talking right.
You're a weak woman, you deserve to get ran through. I'm sorry.
Are they weak?
Yes.
No, that's what we talking about, Genesis.
They're not weak.
No, this is the thing, Genesis. We're not talking about the low tier women.
Listen, if a man knows how to lie effectively, so you mean to tell me if a man like tell you and treat you to the best, and tell you the best stuff ever, and this, that, the other, and you believe you, that means
but Genesis, how many times, Genesis? If a woman keep falling for that every time, come on now.
No, I didn't say every time. It only take one time to get pregnant.
No, but that's not. But what we talking about is we talk about a certain type of woman. Now, see, they up on there. He up on there bringing up strippers. We talking about women with goals. We ain't talking about no lower tier women. Right. We talking about upper women. You see what I'm saying, Genesis? We talk about women who, because everybody make mistakes, higher class, lower class, everybody, but he's talking about the type of women that those women that's not making mistakes. They know exactly what they're doing. They choose to be the bottom of the barrel. We not talking about that because that's where they gonna stay. We ain't talking about them. We talking about women, Genesis, that's about something, that want to be something. You know what I mean? That's what we talking about. Because we ain't gonna be sitting up here talking about bottom of the barrel women. That's what they want to be. We ain't here to save nobody.
You don't think that these women at any point ever, do you think that a woman that's willing to have a dude's child doesn't have any feelings for that man?
No, not that.
I think there's some cases where that might be true. I don't think that's most. I think in most cases they wanted the baby and the man.
I think they just wanted the man, personally. I don't think they want the child.
They don't want the child more than the reason I learned. Look, the reason I learned to include the child, right? Because I'm around the corner from 50, right? So I get to look back from, fresh eyes, from after perspective, something. It's the same for it. But what I'm saying is I realized because my son's mom and we were 25 when we had our baby, right? But once I started dating at 30, right, and I had some gorgeous women that didn't have no kids. They wanted one tomorrow. I was terrified, bro. I said all I wanted was the single mothers after that. Because after 30, they done came to the baby showers, see how this woman was celebrated. You get what I'm saying? See how proud she is to have her baby. They want one tomorrow. No, right now. Take it off. Roll it off.
Those women want they want a piece of that man, and that's the child.
Now, see,
they don't
the thing,
want that child. They want that person.
If
it was that case, you wouldn't have all this mistreatment of children out here.
Now, I would say though, at that age, that's where wanting the man becomes less of a factor. I feel like in their 30s, at least for black women, right? The black community. Like they've seen all their friends have these babies. They see the love a child gives a mother, right? Yeah, if she could do it, I could do it. And so at that point, it might honestly become less about the man. Like I would really argue that in the younger years, it is about the man and the child. In the later years, you know what, he could fall off the earth, right? Like I already have a secure career. I'm not looking for no food stamps, nothing. Like I know I could do
You're
this.
not trying to be eating the kids' snacks.
You get what I'm saying? So at that point, that's where for me it became scary because I started realizing that she just wants this baby. She don't like. She might not even ask me for nothing. She just want to get up out of here with this kid. You know what I mean? Because that's a basic maternal thing.
Maybe the age is a factor, but I still say I don't think it's they want the man and the child. I think they just want that man, and they use the child to get them.
What?
Nah, I mean,
No, ain't nobody
you,
going through no childbirth just to get the man. What the hell? Do you understand how terrible, how horrible childbirth is, and how
Yeah,
to have
and
a child? Oh my God, that is the
look,
most
look, and
I could believe it because
terrible
it was
experience
time.
in life.
Genesis,
Like, do you understand?
I could
Genesis.
believe it because
It's
the way
beautiful,
y'all
but
put
it's
that,
fucked up at the
the
same
way
time.
y'all
I don't know
put
what
that,
anybody got to say about that. That shit is fucked up, bro.
I
so here's
believe it
my
because the
thing
way.
though. This is when dudes ain't
What?
like, and I'm not putting the manosphere on you, but I'm just using that, you know what I mean, as a token point so you understand what I'm saying. Like, this is where the manosphere start making bad arguments about it being more about the man, right? Like when everything else you say is about her never being married but being celebrated in a baby shower, right? When dudes start talking about all the support she'll have just because she has a child. Well, if that's the argument you making, that means she don't want you. She ain't. Now, I don't subscribe to that argument. You know what I mean? I think in a lot of cases, I don't want to go crazy with it, but we live in a
Mhm.
social media era where nobody feels like what they have is good enough. So they're not willing to
Right.
hold on to it. That's
Yep.
the crux of what I think is at,
The,
the heart of a
Mhm.
lot of our
the
situations.
grass always greener syndrome. That's
Yeah.
we have.
Nah,
Real
because
quick,
I'm
Oculus keep dropping down and come back up. Are you okay, Oculus?
Nah, I'd be like that. I'd be going through that sometime too.
You might be
yeah,
area.
because I'm with Wall Street
You can
where he
hear
was
me?
saying I'm not having no kids. I'm not having no kids until I'm married. I ain't
You
doing
can
it.
hear me?
I can hear you
You can hear me?
finally. Jesus, yeah, go ahead.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
keep cutting me off. Y'all keep like sounding like y'all in the matrix. I don't know what's going on. I got a full signal. But hey, look, this
Oculus,
what
what up?
I hear me, man. In regards to the conversation, I think that, you know, like I told you before, Genesis, I think men, we all looking, not me, but men are looking for wrong things, especially if you're looking for any form of attention or love from a woman. Never look for love from a woman. I think women should look for love from men, but men should never look for love or attention from his woman or no other woman. Period. And I think it's a weak man who think that he need to come a million women to make him feel validated or feel sustained as a man. That same energy that he used to con it can be the same energy that he used to build businesses, to build, an empire. But that energy get mismanaged and it get redirected to frivolous bullshit. I mean, frivolous bull stuff like copulating with a million women and thinking that make you the man. Going looking for love from a woman. A woman look for love from a man. A man should look for loyalty from a woman. You see what I'm saying? I
And not
was saying
love?
this before too, Genesis, right? So I look for in my marriage, I look for loyalty. I don't look for love. I never ask for it. And what takes place is the circle of life takes place is that the woman looks for the love from the man. The woman receives that, actually feed that love to that child, and that child reciprocates. He
You breaking up,
that's
You
when
you
you
bro.
you
get.
you 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 roboted out a little bit. That last
Yeah.
whatever you said, that last little
Oh,
sentence you said.
I said the woman looks for love from a man, and as he love
You still breaking
reciprocates that
up, but
back
can
to the
you hear
father.
us?
Yeah.
I can
All
hear
right,
you.
you
You
breaking
broke
up.
up
But
there.
wait, I want to
So
ask you about that, right? Like, it seems like you drawing a stark difference between love and loyalty, right? I feel like with those two
No, I'm not.
terms,
I'm saying that we should be looking for loyalty as men. We should not look for love or any type of
so that's a stark
love from.
difference. You're
What's the
separating
stark
the two,
difference?
is the point I'm making. You're separating
Right.
the two,
Yeah,
love and
exactly.
loyalty.
Because love and
I
love and
so wait,
loyalty
wait,
is
wait,
two
wait,
different
wait, wait,
things.
wait.
See,
I hear you,
love
right?
can. I'm speaking fast because my phone might cut out. You ain't gonna hear nothing I'm saying in a second. The
Go ahead.
love, see, loyalty don't cross you. Loyalty won't stab you in the back. You put somebody on a stand, a woman. Why'd you kill him? Oh, I killed him because I loved him. And if I can't have him, nobody can. But you never heard nobody get on the stand and say, "Hey, why'd you do this?" Well, I was loyal to him, so I killed him. It work like that. So we should look for loyalty from women.
No, but
Find a
people do
loyal.
get rid of people for a lack of loyalty all day long.
But I'm talking
That's
about
Right.
probably
honest
one of
loyalty.
the
I'm not.
biggest.
I'm not. Listen.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hear what I'm saying.
I'm talking about real loyalty. I'm not talking about this loyalty where a motherfucker say
That's
they
what I'm
loyal to
talking
you
about
2, 3
too.
weeks. Okay, so real loyalty don't cross over like that. Real loyalty don't in the back. So if you gonna mention anything that talks about people that's loyal
Nah,
that stab people
that's
in the back, it wasn't real loyalty.
Nah, that's not actually true, right? Because to the same term, and why I'm trying to tell you I don't separate the two, you could simply make
Yeah.
the argument, which a lot of women do. Real love wouldn't do this. Real love wouldn't do that. I guess the point I'm
Right.
really trying to make to you from listening to you is I don't separate the two. I actually think the two facilitate each other. It could be
They do.
in
No,
different directions, right? It could
doubt
start
it.
with
Right.
seeing a level of loyalty and then falling in love. And it could
Mm.
also start with being in love and then really showing loyalty. I don't
Right.
separate them the way you do. I think
Yeah,
men
I don't
and
either.
women want both.
I
Right.
I I think they are separate because one requires an action from the man and the other that's more internal. Love is
Y'all can hear me?
love. You A woman could love a man, man don't love her for nothing, but she
Genesis,
love.
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
listen, I don't know what he's saying. If he's saying this is the reason why loyalty and love is two different words because they imply in definitionally or things. Yes, you want this combo package in this utopia world that you make.
He can't.
Child, what
He
what are you
can't stay
doing? What are you
home.
driving through?
I don't. He must be driving through some woods.
Nah, but I'm but
Loyalty
nah,
have
nah, but
something to
nah.
do with action.
So does
Loyalty
love.
is
Yeah,
inconsistent.
they both do.
So does love. Love is an
Mm,
action verb.
Yeah,
yeah,
listen, love is
but
in emotions, and emotions flood.
But love isn't defined by emotions, right? Like
Yeah, nah.
this
Yeah.
is like I guess it's all in your definition of these words, right? When I define love, I define my love for someone as simple as when you I'm I. When you're not
Right.
good, where everybody
I,
live. I'm pulling
that's what I
right like that's my
yo, and
like
this
when my happiness is tied
right,
to your
right,
happiness. I
right.
draw
It's funny.
happiness from seeing you
Right.
happy. That's my definition of love.
That is funny Wall Street say that because that's what Wall Street. I was just talking to my sister over the weekend and she was asking me if I'm like, nah, it ain't about me. If you good, I'm good.
Come on,
I'm with
bro.
Wall Street. Loyalty and love it go hand in hand. I don't see how you separate the two. I mean, everybody different, but to me, nah, I'm with Wall Street. It go is one in the same.
Because if I really
it's
love you, I'm loyal to you. You know what I mean?
I think
Exactly.
loyalty
Exactly.
loyalty comes together with love. Love and loyalty
Exactly.
come together.
It lies in the box with it. Right.
I,
If
So
you're
I
King want me to
loyal,
respond to him in his
if
comments and
you're
answer his question. Why don't
if
women
you
have
have a high
discernment
level
over
of
who they sleep
loyalty,
with and who would make a good parent? And I said to him, I says, listen, because I said people don't always show up with who they are; they show up with their representative. So a lot of times these women will
but
fall
wait,
for
DJ,
the
I,
huh?
I don't want to go from the love and loyalty. I'm saying like
Okay.
if you are really loyal to someone, you may have to put yourself second, right? Because of your
Thank you.
loyalty to that person. Guess what? It's the exact same thing with love.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exact same thing.
Same thing. It's the same thing because I don't see how like you could love somebody you're not loyal. To me, it don't make sense to me. That's just to me, it don't make sense. It don't. Because that comes with it. Everything you do for someone, especially your significant other, is both involved. It's not one and you leave loyalty to the side. Then another day is loyalty, but you leave love to the side. You
But
can't do
look,
that.
now
It's
watch
hand in
this,
hand.
bro. Watch this. This is how my mind works. Because I know it's gonna be the
Mm-hmm.
retort, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
be loyal to someone you can't stand, right? And you
Right.
can have love for someone that treats you like trash. Mainly
That's true.
because in both situations, there's some catalyst for you taking all the negative, right? Like you're loyal
Right.
to this person because he's my boss and I ain't got no other job. I'm loyal to this
Mm-hmm.
person because, he protects me and we outside in the street, so I'm not going to. Same thing, type of thing with
Mm-hmm.
love. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And then like Wall Street say, you could be the bigger man and be like, you know what? I see you do it, but I ain't gonna do what you do. See, this is what I'm saying. It all come hand in hand, just like what Wall Street just said. Whether if it's in the street or if it's in a relationship, it's all the same thing. It's the same thing because it's all in your character. That's all in one. It's not one day I'm this character and then the next day I'm this character. No, I'm gonna treat you the same way all the time. So that's all in one.
You're saying that men who are desirable to women will run through them, and as a result, the number or percentage of single mothers will not be impacted by us eliminating the beta males who deal with single mothers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that number won't dwindle. I think the shame will just. I see that women these days don't have any shame anyway. So us shunning them and shaming them, some
Why
loser
is
out
he
there,
agreeing
right?
with
Like you
this
say, like
nigga? It's
myself,
no
right? Is still
shame.
going to do the thing that we're saying that we shouldn't do.
Okay.
So we could shun
That's how
publicly,
I
but
feel.
again, sorry.
Okay.
That's the
So
point.
let's say,
No, you don't shun
hypothetically,
publicly. See,
if
that's the
you
problem.
were,
You don't shun
if your life was
publicly.
taken.
And
See,
look,
that's the
bro.
problem I got, Genesis. You don't
Why do
shun
men
publicly.
feel like they need to shun any goddamn thing when they should be?
No, but what I'm saying is, though, Genesis,
like that you're gonna shun the women. So when you're gonna
right?
shun the
No,
men, and the women start shunning
right,
the men, and it's a
right.
big old
Well, they're
just
trying to
shun.
shun both of them. The thing is, they don't have no power to do both.
It's
How
Neither
you
very
gonna
ain't
simply,
nobody got
it's
no
very
take to shun
simply
anybody,
done.
right? This nigga got his
Yeah, and
delirium.
this nigga,
It's
He got
very
right
deliriums
here.
of
simply done
grandeur.
under the
He
guise
has
Yeah,
of
deliriums
wanting
of
better for the
grandeur.
community. It's done
this
under
nigga
that
is
guise, right? Like
mm-hmm.
we should shun these women because this will make the community better.
No,
That
we
it's
should shun
done
these
under
women
the
so I can
guise.
have more men to plug me in the behind. Let's go.
Right.
Right.
He's
So then you
stupid, and
wouldn't be there
he been
to
breaking
do
the
that.
whole time, son.
So
He
then
been
we
breaking
have
the
the
whole
beta
time.
male is literally removed. And also, if the woman knows that there's harsh punishment for the beta male who steps in, and more importantly, there's very harsh social sanction around women who become lonely mothers, then it'll be a much lower rate. And we can look to two things. We can look to a
Hey, yo,
contemporary example, and we can look
that was
historically. Historically, in the
ridiculously
United
goofy.
States, being a single
Yeah,
mother or a
I
spinster
couldn't be.
was very
Hold
much
on,
Emotional
looked
at
down
the
Genesis. I
upon.
time.
need
That's
a
why
pause. This
Yeah,
man
yeah.
just said penalizing and sanctioning stepfathers. What is he talking
How?
Nah,
about,
Wall Street.
bro?
Like,
Cause
how
Wall
you
Street.
gonna do that?
Wall Street talk like me. Wall Street talk like me. Nah, cause I understand. I'm telling you, I understand because Wall
Nah,
Street's like
son,
me.
that
I want
had me
this
tight.
nigga
Like
right now
now I
is
want to snuff
bugging.
this nigga. Like,
I'm
No,
telling
but
you,
how
Wall
you
Street.
gonna
I
do
want
that
to
though?
break this nigga. I want to break this nigga face. Yeah, I know, cause this nigga just irking me. Yo, I'm telling you, he's really like irking the wrong shit in me right now.
sanctioning
It's like
baby fathers, like not even
How
right.
baby
how you
fathers,
gonna do that?
stepdads.
And here's the
It's like
thing. Like, my brother had multiple kids with multiple women.
That's what I was saying.
The only thing that he got was child support, and half the time he don't pay it because he on drugs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're not
What are
talking
you
about
going
your
to do?
brother, right?
So
Who he
so
wants to
if you can't even
sanction
do nothing
is
to
the
the to
hold
these,
on, bro, real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
We're
Sorry.
not talking about your brother. He
I
wants to sanction the dude that came into your nephew's life at 6 years
I'm
old
trying to make a point with
and
that.
took him to the movies.
I'm trying to
Right.
make a point.
That
I'm trying to
that
make
is what
a
he's
point with
saying.
that
But
That
go ahead,
nigga
go
needs
ahead,
to
huh?
be
You
rewarded.
can't
Go
punish
ahead, go
that.
ahead, bro.
That
Speak. Go
nigga
ahead,
needs
let
to
bro
be
speak.
How are you
rewarded.
going to punish the guy that comes after the fact?
Right.
How you going to put? You can't punish
He
none of
don't want
them.
to sanction the brother that got the women pregnant. He want to sanction the person that actually go and
Yeah,
help the brother
that's
with
the
the
thing.
kids
You
and
can't
raise
do
the
both.
babies. And
You can't do neither.
Said
That's what
about
I'm saying.
That's
sanctioning
why.
his
That's the point
stepdad.
I'm making.
That
You
was
can't do
Right.
neither. So how you gonna sanction them? What you gonna do?
yo,
Go
bro.
what
Them
did
niggas
Tupac say?
deserve a
Pretty soon you're
stimulus.
gonna have a race of babies that hate the ladies that
Them
make
niggas
the
deserve
babies.
a
Right,
stimulus.
and that's why Genesis. That's why I want to break scrape this nigga head because he promoting the bullshit. And then it's
That's
just the
like
way he talking. I just don't like his voice. I don't like nothing about this. I don't like nothing. How he, you know what I mean? How he's saying it. Yeah, nothing.
Them Hempstead niggas be
I feel you,
wilding and
Tony. I
shit.
feel you.
I don't
I
like
listened
how
to
he's
him before.
saying
I
it. I don't
can't
like
stand
nothing.
Because it's the way he talking about it. You know what I mean? And then this one over here, instead of putting his foot down and telling him where he wrong at, he just constantly breaking and giving him more props and
My
points
nigga
and
said, yo,
breaking
I
and
don't
breaking.
Well,
even like
he's
the
a
way you wear
beta.
your
Well,
V-neck.
I mean, he's a beta male
Yo,
for
Wall
that.
Street,
I'll give him that.
crazy, right?
He is a beta male, but not for the fact that he's dealing with a single mother. He's a beta male because he's letting this dude talk this stuff without saying, "Hey, bro, how you gonna sanction anybody? What
What
power
the
you
Thank you,
have?
bro.
But
Where
wait,
your
wait,
money
no
at?
power to
but
do a
wait. Now
goddamn
see,
Right,
thing.
How you
think
gonna
he
sanction me?
right.
Because
He think he Trump.
you
Yo, he
can't
think
sanction
he
women. You can't
he
sanction
think
the
he
men
Trump.
who create these single mothers. You can't sanction the stepdad who comes in.
but
What are you
see,
gonna
here's the
do about
thing,
it?
right?
Except cry and
He's
whine
a,
about it.
I'll give you, he's a YouTube beta male, right? And making his argument, coming to his platform. But in real life, you drop both of them in a bar and see what comes from that. Like, who make more money a year? Like, he might not be a beta male. So I'm just not gonna throw that on him. He's definitely a YouTube beta male. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
he's a
Right.
beta male. Listen, if I would never agree with this guy on camera, off camera. And
Nah, you
your
know why?
reputation is important.
I know what Wall Street
Reputation
mean
is
though.
important. If you don't care
I
about
know
your
what Wall Street
reputation
mean.
in every aspect, yeah, I'm gonna assume you're a beta male because you
So
protect
peep it,
your
right?
reputation no
So
matter
peep
what.
it, right? I get on a panel with Tommy Sotomayor, right? Now I don't
Right.
crash out on him the way I've crashed out on other men experience, but I still stand on my square. I'm not
Right.
bigging you up for being on OnlyFans. I'm literally saying, nah, Tommy, OnlyFans is wild though. I did want to tell you that, bro. Like, it's my first time to
Right.
talk to you. You being an OnlyFans model is wild. Like, I'm not sitting here bigging a nigga up. I'm still standing on what I stand on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
For real, because I understand what Wall Street mean. I do, because some of these people, they on some front and shit. Like I'm not saying he like not like this offline, but I know what Wall Street's saying. See, they put on the bigger front. See, they might still be fronting like off the, but on the camera, it's the biggest front because it's the people that they working for that they got to submit to and all this and that. The contract that they got to go by and all of this. But I know what he's saying. He right. I know what he mean.
Well, but carry on.
Oh, I apologize. All right, so I appreciate you actually keeping me on as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I would just be running through them, and that number would still happen because men will do what men do. How do you feel about that?
So I just want to recount what you said to make sure that I've fully understood. You're saying that men who are desirable to women will run through them, and as a result, the number or percentage of single mothers will not be impacted by us eliminating the beta males who deal with single mothers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that number won't dwindle. I think the shame will just. I see that women these days don't have any shame anyway. So us shunning them and shaming them, some loser out there, right? Like you can say like myself, right? Is still going to do the thing that we're saying
My
that we
nigga.
shouldn't do.
Yo, this
And so we
Ask
can
nigga,
this
shun
oh
nigga
my
how
completely,
he
but
goodness,
we
what
got
plan
the
on
fuck is he doing?
eliminating
Yo,
beta males.
what is he
What are you
doing?
talking about eliminating
Oh my
beta males?
goodness, man.
Like,
What the fuck?
oh, so you gonna go
Yo,
get your hammer. Oh, all right. Listen, them OTFs, all them pookies you talking about, like,
right,
they with the shit.
right.
Like, what are you talking about eliminating? What
Oh
you
man,
consider
yo,
beta males? That's
yo,
crazy.
he throwing himself right under the bus to
Underneath
get
the
rolled over.
bus,
He's
like
doing
this
it to
guy,
himself.
he actually, I think he doesn't want to
Nah,
get.
he broke.
He don't want to get into it with him, so he
It's
just
the
trying.
celebrity
He
worship and
broke,
understanding
son.
you
He
gotta
broke.
respect the nigga platform.
Pretty
That's
much.
what it
Let's
is.
Say, just
He just happy to
hypothetically,
be there.
if you were
Oh,
if your
this
life was
nigga
taken,
broke,
right? So then
man.
you wouldn't be there to do that. So then we have the beta male is literally removed. And also, if the woman knows that there's harsh punishment for the beta male who steps in, and more importantly, there's very harsh social sanction around women who become lonely mothers, then it'll be a much lower rate. And we can look to two things. We can look
Don't
to,
stop it,
for
Genesis.
example, we can look historically. Historically in the
Nah,
United
you sound
States,
goofy, bro.
being a single mother or a
Yeah,
spinster
this
was
nigga.
very much so frowned upon, and that's why it existed a lot less. And it was largely driven by Protestant culture. If we look at other societies, maybe
But
in
how
the
you gonna
Arab
sanction
world, you would
stepdads?
see this, or even in
Yo, that shit
I don't want
crazy.
to let me
Yo,
not
he
go too
talking
far, but
about
let's
putting
say in the
sanctions on
more
stepdad.
strict Muslim world,
Your buns
you're very
level
much
is
so
gonna get
shunned for
sanctioned.
being a single mother. And in
That's
many societies,
right.
including Japan, you can't operate effectively as a single mother, a woman who doesn't have a father or a husband representing her. And because of that, women behave better. And
Yeah.
in the case
What?
of the Middle East and including
How
Israel,
can a single?
you'll
How
see
can a
that they
father?
have higher
Yo,
levels,
this
higher
yo,
birth
he's
rate,
talking about some
and they
stupid.
have
Yo,
stronger
man,
families
come
and more
on, man.
successful marriages.
What's going on,
And
family?
the evidence is very clear that when you shun bad behavior, it's less likely to occur. And if you add on punishment for the beta males, and beta males are weak, cowardly beings, you're certainly going to be able to
Yo,
modify
he
human
talking
behavior.
crazy, son.
I can't disagree with the benefits of the nuclear household. I 100% can't. That would be idiotic of me to try to do that. Okay, so your point is also right. I challenge you then to getting rid of the said beta males, right? Because do we mean getting rid of as in like forcefully, or are we talking about by law? Because like there's like I'm not being super tough guy, but there's not many men on the average who can handle men who can fight, who can shoot, etc. You know?
Absolutely, I agree.
So how do you say
I think that it should be scaled up, and it should eventually lead to a year in prison, hard labor. So I think it should eventually lead to a year
Yo,
in
listen
prison,
to how
hard
he
labor.
talking.
Something that's akin to
Yo,
slavery.
listen to how he
So
talking.
taking care of a woman that has taken care of kids of a single mother
Right.
should lead to women
Won't go in
prison
jail.
and hard labor.
Yo, right. Let's run down the list.
So you
run down the
step
list.
in with a
Nah,
woman has a child.
Let's run down the list. He think they evil. They need to be sanctioned. They need to be thrown under the prison. Listen to how he talking.
Like, damn, like
That's crazy.
See what I'm trying to
which
tell
single
you?
mother
Man,
hurt you, bro?
listen, thank God you're not in charge, sir, because Hitler ain't got shit on you, bro.
However, before that and leading up to it, I think social sanctioning will work very effectively.
He's a
And
psychopath. This guy's a
cultures
psychopath.
change.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Culture in a particular direction. When I was in high school, if you were known to be a video gamer, people were like, "What's up with bro? Weird as hell. Like if you don't go pick up a basketball and learn how to play hoop, like if you don't knock it off."
Yes.
Whereas now people are like proud of that, and they call themselves gamers. And I'll tell you what was even more weird. You never hear of a girl, a female playing video games. That was unheard of. Whereas now you have that. So that's an example that culture changes, and it is among the leaders who are most intelligent and moral to steer culture in the right direction, less be manipulated by those who are degenerates, which is what we're seeing today.
Culture hasn't changed.
That is 100% true. We have drifted into a. I apologize to anybody who's watching who's expecting like a bloodbath. I actually agree with a lot of Marquett's points, so I just wanted to address the audience. I know entertainment is entertainment sometimes, but sometimes it's good for two men to have a good conversation.
Dick out your mouth, bro.
Listen, you don't have to go. Y'all don't have to go off on the man,
and that's what we're
or
seeking
nothing
to
like
rebuild.
that.
He just
But
came
you
up there
do-
to
you
agree
can
with him.
challenge him.
Yeah. He broke you. He make New York look bad. Man, we would have threw this nigga on free agency. nigga make New York a gas, man. Nah, for real. He really he getting on my nerves more than Kenny Lattimore. It's him.
Kenny Lattimore.
Like,
hey, yo, my nigga, I don't like niggas that wear sandals. Hey, yo, Tony, I don't fuck
Das
with
can. He writes, Saint, for inspiration, do you mind sharing a short story of your first business that you started and how you pushed it across the finish line, even though it was your first time business? My first business was in. You ever come to the States?
Yes, I do. I do business in the States.
I want you to know, if you ever come to the States, if you ever come into the state of California, the state of Georgia, the state of Florida, you have my invite to call me up and I will show up. I will show up for you. Now, real quick, I want to test something because I have a theory with all of you guys. I have a theory with all of you beta males. I have a theory. I got a theory. Okay. So I want to test something out real quick, if you don't mind. So you guys talk tough, right? And like an expression of toughness would be like violence, for example, right? You know, a good example of violence would be like MMA or boxing. Can you give us a link so we can check out some of your MMA or boxing since you're?
Hey, hold on. Let me see what made him start tripping. Because I was like, what? Hold on.
I like this tough talk real quick. Right, cool. I like this tough talk. Now, you know I come to London, right? You know that.
Oh, okay. So he was up here on the phone right here, and then he gets
practice. Young man, you do not. No. Don't interrupt. You do not practice Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity. Hence, it's irrelevant to bring that up because it has nothing to do with
the Universal Catholic Church.
Oh, you're a Catholic, are you?
Yes, I am.
Where's the Holy See? Where's the Holy See?
Rome.
Rome. Is that in Europe, perchance? Is that in Europe?
Peter died in Rome. Yes.
Wait. Is that in Europe?
Yes.
Aha. So the headquarters of your religion is in your white supremacy. It is in the factory of white supremacy. Your white supremacist religion is in the factory of white supremacy. Yet you tried to bring up Ethiopian Christianity, which is in Africa, the Horn of Africa. But your religion is headquartered in Europe. You are a white supremacist, buddy.
Hold on, whoa.
Just say you don't know.
They all come from Rome.
Sir, I do.
Wait, okay. So let me be clear why I do it. Let me be clear why I do it. My philosophy and my moral standing as a man is that it takes a herd to raise a child, right? I have a partner who's actually Spanish.
Wait, you have a partner?
The culture of the,
like a business partner?
Come on. Hey, listen, let's not.
Wait, what do you mean by partner?
Let's not degrade the quality of the conversation.
No, I'm asking, what do you mean by partner?
I have a missus.
But are you married?
Not yet, but soon. Yeah.
See,
the Black Box, which is a masterwork, and it's
all right. So what happened? All right. So this guy came back. All right, let's go.
Polygyny, which is a specific condition of a man having multiple wives, may be suitable and appropriate for some percentage of male kind, a smaller percentage for sure. And so let us say that there are three groupings of males. There are those at the top of the triangle. They may opt to engage in polygyny and are worthy and capable. Then there are those in the middle of the triangle, everyday guys, and they would probably be best suited for monogamy with an option for polygyny, but probably they should stick to monogamy. Then there's the bottom part of the triangle, and those guys are worthless and they should not have any women at all. And some of them probably shouldn't even have life. I yield the floor.
Listen, yo, he talking great, yo, son.
Thank you, T. Gets Paid. The Black Box is an excellent book. There's consensus on that. You guys can see the reviews on Amazon.
The internet is a wonderful
I've always been at the top of the triangle.
So do you feel like that's edifying for you and the women that you're, in partnership with, in a relationship?
Edifying. I think our understanding of the word edifying may be different. Would you be kind enough to define what you mean when you say edifying?
Yeah, sure. So do you feel like it's fruitful? Do you feel like it's working towards a greater good for overall?
Yes, in my case, absolutely. And I'm certain that polygyny is the most ideal state for men at the top of the pyramid. And I believe that the results of polygyny for men at the top of the pyramid are not only beneficial for those in that relationship, the man and the women, but also for the children and the greater society. I am certain that those men who are more capable, intelligent, industrious, disciplined, will create better offspring, which will be a greater benefit to the larger society.
Sorry. Right. Okay.
I yield the floor.
I'm not going to get. Yeah, thank you. I'm not going to harp on to that for too long, just because, you know, if that's what works for you and the woman that you're in relations with.
But you know what's so stupid about what he's saying is that in polygyny, say your husband, your brother's wife dies, she becomes the brother's wife. So now you become the stepfather to the, even though you're the uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Fair enough. I would like to encourage your viewers to actually go and look at the story of King Solomon in the Bible, in the Old Testament, where
In the Bible.
actually led to.
Are you a Christian from Ghana or a Christian from Nigeria?
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. It doesn't.
I'm leaning toward Nigeria. I'm leaning toward your.
I would rather remain as anonymous as possible, but whatever.
But
if
doesn't
I'm
your book
Nigerian
teach
or
you that
Ghanaian,
the truth will set you free? So why be in prison?
In prison in what sense, sorry?
Your book, I think it maybe teaches that the truth will set you free. So why be imprisoned behind lies?
I think
and
if you wanna talk about the Bible,
I don't want to talk about the Bible because it's a fake book.
Okay, right. Okay, I would encourage you to really go and study that then, because I actually have
a series in which I read the Bible cover to cover online.
Perfect. I think you should really look into that. People like Lee Strobel.
Did you notice that the person, there were like maybe 2 callers before you, it was another black person like yours, an ignorant black guy who's very religious, which means
ignorant.
foolish.
Okay, so I'm ignorant.
And yes, foolish, ignorant, ignorant, without knowledge, lacking knowledge. And this is very common that religious people will be ignorant because in the absence of having the correct answer, they create mythology. So for example, instead of saying, I don't know or understand how the world was created,
let me ask you
they say there was this powerful force.
No,
Okay.
I'm not into mysticism. I'm not into mysticism, but like let's address that actually. Like I think as a grown man like yourself, you know, you should take a duty of care to actually investigate these things. I would encourage every one of your viewers to look into Lee Strobel. He done.
I encourage them not to look into that. What would you like to discuss on topic?
Right. Okay. So, on topic. Stepfathers shouldn't exist. I disagree. Yes, in an ideal setting, in a utopian sort of society, there should be no stepfathers. But we are living in reality where, you know, people make bad decisions. People have been in abusive relationships. There is a plethora of different situations that may have taken place to lead to a woman being without a husband, right, or being without a man.
Thank you.
Being
without a father. What do you think is the most common reason that women?
I'm not here to say that. I really can't make any sort of generalization.
So you're debating about something, but you don't have any sense.
No. I'm saying this problem. No, my point. Okay, so my point is we shouldn't demonize men that are willing to step up. And
what do you mean step up
to a woman that needs it?
Step up is a term that we use in the English language to suggest.
I'm using it very plainly.
1 second. No, let's use it according to the English language, which suggests that you're stepping up to something that you are responsible for.
Okay, let me define.
1 second, young man. Yeah. No man is responsible for the children of another man. So that's not stepping up.
Right. Let me be clear by what I mean. Right. So in a society, we all have a part to play. Right. Whether it be our kids, our own biological kids, or another. Right. If I'm on a bus or if I'm in public, right, and I see kids misbehaving, I'm gonna tell them, listen, you should not be acting like that. Like,
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You don't believe are you a Londoner? Are you a Londoner?
I am a Londoner.
I've been to London. and I really do not believe that if you see some of the lads, if you see a lass and some,
I call it out all the time.
Yeah, hang on. I truly don't believe that if you see a lass or a lad misbehaving and their mom is there in front of their mom or their pup, you're going to tell them what to do.
Not in front of their mom.
I just don't believe that.
No.
So you're telling me that you as a black African, hold on 1 second, champ. Yeah. You as a black African are going to be in London. You're going to see some Arab, Pakistani, or white kid misbehaving, and you're going to tell them what to do. Is that what you're saying?
I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
I don't believe you, sir. Sir, I do.
Wait. Okay. So let me be clear why I do it. Let me be clear why I do it. My philosophy, my moral standing as a man is that it takes a herd to raise a child. Right. I have a partner who's actually Spanish.
Wait, you have a partner? Like a business partner?
Come on. All right, listen, let's not.
Wait, what do you mean by
let's not degrade the quality of the conversation.
No, I'm asking you, what do you mean by partner?
I have a Mrs.
But are you married?
Now, Genesis, speak something.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, go on. I'm listening. Yeah.
What'd you say? You want
So look, right? This is the point I was making about the other dude that was praising him, right? Like, he knows how this goes. You're coming on this platform. Even if you start to cook, right, he's going to shut you down. He's going to, no, I've got to say something, and it's my platform. Play the, all right, well, give me my ball, I'm going home type game and drop you. So I'm just trying to give you the perspective of the other dude who had good intentions. He didn't have the greatest argument, but the reason he was blazing the way he was is because, you know, it's a format of what these niggas do
Because he knows that once he gets pissed off, he's going to keep interrupting, and then it's going to be a machine gun style conversation that's not even going to go nowhere. Let's go.
Yeah, go on.
And that was one of the biggest shocks.
Okay, I'm listening.
These dudes don't be that bright.
Okay,
They don't.
You got to be prepared for that, or don't go on that show.
Thank you. Amen. Hello. Hallelujah.
I mean, if you want to look
Or
like
just
a
go
weak,
crash out.
Well,
they know that's what
you
Wall
know,
Street
but
really known
livestream
for.
ain't gonna makes you look like you the beta.
Nah,
I'm not about to glaze somebody I know is wrong.
Oh, you talking about the glazing? Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
a Christian
I'm sorry.
African, which you're already colonized, that's fine. And you validate your colonization by not only operating under a religion that is not of your people, you further live in the West voluntarily, I trust. One second. You live in the West voluntarily, I trust. You're a Christian, yet you adopt the language of the LGBTQ, my partner. In your book, the Bible, I do not recall any language around dating. You've not mentioned being engaged, and you're not married, and you've chosen someone who is a European, again, outside of your culture, which is yet another effort to negate the self. My dear boy, you are lost.
Right, I am engaged. Thank you very much. But I don't listen. What's all of these games? Let's address the point. The point I'm trying to make is the cultural norms in the Spanish society is one that, like, is very, it is very sort of very similar to what you would expect in a very strong Christian household, where everyone contributes towards, the upbringing of the family, the upbringing of the kids. Right?
Tú eres
And
un
I feel like
mentiroso, ¿sabes? Tú eres un mentiroso.
He said he's lying. Here's the thing. He said you are lying. But here's the thing. He's talking about culture, but he's wearing a Japanese kimono. Like,
you know what? I work about 12, 14 hours a day. I don't have time to
Hablas español.
practicing my Spanish.
Hablas español. No practicas. Pero tú dices tu esposa es de
so now
España.
he's trying to
pero
show off he can speak Spanish.
no habla español, pero tú,
You don't
tú
understand
dices
Spanish.
tú saber la cultura de la España, pero no sabes
how can you,
la lengua
you don't even
de
understand
España.
Spanish.
So
How can you be?
you understand the Spanish culture, but you don't know the Spanish language. It seems like that
You
would be
know
almost
what I would've
impossible.
did
My Spanish is
right
really
there?
shiesty, but I don't have a Spanish wife. So how is it that you understand the Spanish culture, but you don't even know the language?
Okay,
You're a
right,
liar,
cool.
my
So-
boy.
Right,
You're a
hold on.
liar.
Why do I need to know the language?
You're a liar. You're a liar.
My fiance speaks.
I would have said, lock him up. Oh, you speak
Spanish.
Mexican?
So what's the
Lock
point?
him up.
You're trying to reference a culture that you fundamentally cannot understand. You cannot understand a culture.
Right. Call ICE on this nigga.
You are illiterate.
No, for real.
Lock him
Call
up.
all of the
Should I explain how I
Number
know?
one, I know more about you than you know about yourself.
Okay, all right.
Because I've seen you so many times. You're just another silly lost African. I've seen a lot of you.
Okay,
You're
all right,
just
cool.
a
So-
duplicate of many little lost Africans
I'm
I've
telling
seen.
you, I'm
That's how I
telling
know
you.
that you're either from
He
Ghana
better-
or
I'm
Nigeria. You
telling
won't
you.
admit it. I'm leaning
He
toward
better
Nigeria.
not get caught in
And the reason I know that you're seeking to negate the self because
he better not.
Man, he's
Never.
talking so much cash.
Genesis, he better not never get caught in the wrong
Well,
place.
look.
He better make sure all his movements is correct for all his
look,
life. He
Tony
better make
Toka.
sure of that.
Tony Toka, you see why I said, yo, just come in and crash out from the gate? Because if you do make a
Right.
logical argument, he gonna crash on you. He gonna call you all kind
Right.
of goofy Africans or whatever. You gotta crash out from the gate. Like,
You can't try to be
man.
respect. You cannot have no respect with him because he's not.
No,
if
you
he try to
can't,
be
because either
respectful-
way, right? Because either way, he gonna sun you. He gonna sun you
Crash
on the
out.
good tip, or he gonna sun you on the bad tip. You gotta come at the nigga. If he drop you off the black platform, then just
Then I
get dropped.
won.
At least it's on.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I
Exactly. At
won.
least it's on
That's
record.
always how I
Right.
feel. If you drop me, I won. Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
You ain't
There
gonna,
you go,
you ain't
Wall
gonna
Street.
make no content
I
off
would-
me. Because what
I
they'll
would
do is
rather
Thank
get
you.
dropped.
they'll let
There
the
you go.
goofies, right, stay
I'd
on the
rather get
platform
dropped.
all day. Because they know they gonna make content off them. Nah, you knew you wasn't gonna make no content off me. And if you did
Well-
try, it wasn't gonna work in your favor, fam. It was not gonna work out for you.
Also,
Get him out of here.
again, it's your reputation is important. If you seen that you are challenging him and he drops you, you win. You don't look like you weak.
So,
Right.
man, my name is Wall Street
Right.
Willie certified.
There you go,
crash
bro.
out.
Right. There you go. Right, because when he start, see, he gonna think like he putting you under his wing and you his little doja. See, once it, so either way, you're gonna lose. You might as well just get dropped off the panel. You
But look,
have to.
broski, you know what's the even worst part? If you start cooking him, he's gonna crash out on you. Let's just get to it. Right? Yeah, I mean, let's just go wild.
And if you
Yep.
Word.
record it
You
and put
look
it
like
on
you
your
shave
stuff,
your
you
legs, bro.
win.
Forget everything else about
Right.
beta and alpha. You look like you
No,
shaved
no,
your
for real,
legs. I'm
no,
I'm
for
doing
real, for real.
it.
Right. Right, because you got to make a movie out. Because see, the type of person he is, see, he'll clip you at the end of the show and be like, "Look at how he came up here to thinking he was gonna say, and then I made him go my direction." See, he'll just make a clip out of you. So you just
Right.
gotta just go full straight ahead. Just go,
But hold
in the
on,
meeting.
let me
Go.
show you. Let me show y'all something real quick. Man, this
Right.
black chick, she went fucking bonkers on him. Now
Oh, a black chick called in.
man, she sounded crazy, but she called in on one of the shows and she just went bananas on his ass.
Wait, you
Yeah, go
said
ahead.
who?
Let's go.
But
Let's
he
get.
made it seem like that he like she was crazy, right? But watch how he did it. Watch how he
Wait,
was
but who you
acting.
talking about?
Hold on, watch how he was acting when the black chick got up there and was going just snapped on his ass. I'm like, okay, so it was
I want to
interesting,
hear a
right?
black woman get him. I want to hear a black woman get him. That's what I was waiting for. I want to
Look,
hear
look,
that
look,
shit. I
look.
do.
Did she look familiar at all? Does she seem familiar in the sense that she represents most of the stereotypes of the black female?
No,
Okay, talk to
not
me.
for me. Not to me. But I do know that right now we're just living in a time where people are, they're very emotional, both men and women.
I'm gonna say this that she did like kind of seem a little crazy at a certain point, but because
Nah,
she
because you know why, Genesis? No, because you know why? Because he got on that Cisco shirt with the flowers on it. I'm telling you,
They need
Genesis,
to
this
learn
nigga is
how
homo.
to,
I'm trying to tell you.
conduct themselves in
They playing
public.
the
You
same
know,
songs.
hey, they don't know how to do that. So I need to make sure that
Well,
when
what do
I'm
you
out,
mean? What do you
okay,
mean by
listen,
that?
I need
What
to
do you
make
mean
sure
by
that when
men
I'm
don't know how to
out,
conduct themselves
I'm not
in public?
drawing a certain type of attention. Okay. However, if somebody else chooses to do that, that's just what they choose to do. Nobody can tell another grown person what to do, what to say, how to act, what to wear.
Is
That's
that
just what
true though?
you say. Is that true?
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, ultimately that is true. I mean, okay, so let me say this. You will have in certain incidents, like somebody said, when you go to court, okay, you can't wear certain things in court. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But when you
So
are,
you obey the white man then? Like the
it,
white man can tell
we
you what
can
to
say
wear,
go
but
to
when the
school.
black
You can
man
say
tells
go to
you,
you can
hold
say
on,
go
let me
to your
find the
job
one.
or
I
whatever.
got the wrong
I
one.
mean, he's
That's not
not
the
just
right
saying
one.
that to black women or to black men. That's for everybody. A white woman can't go into court wearing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. This is the society that we live in. However, okay, if she's out on the basketball court and that's what she chooses to wear, then that's what she chooses to wear. Like nobody can tell her that she cannot wear that. It's not illegal to wear that. Nobody can tell her that she can't wear that. Now
okay.
it's up to
So
the
do you have any
individual.
children? Do you have any
I
children?
do. I do.
Okay. All right. Are you currently identifying as bisexual?
Am I what now?
Have you ever kissed a woman?
Have I ever kissed a woman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
See, I
How do you?
would have
All right,
crashed out.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, because it's
Right,
about
He
to
would
get
have
funky.
died right
Yeah,
there, man.
right.
it's
Well, how you kissed a
flipping.
woman? Well, here she
I would
go.
have hit him with
This
the
the one where
ooh, that
she
Vinic
look
was
she
scandalous.
Now, the thing that hurts my heart is they're here to defend promiscuity. Oh, say it ain't so. You would think that they mature beyond that, but no, I think it's in the DNA of some individuals. I'm going to yield the floor for Nikki to introduce herself, and then we'll get into the conversation.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, first, let me just say that I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. Okay, but you're gonna hear what I'm saying. And I want to say I love what it is that you're doing. I started following you from a previous post that you did, and you make some very valid points. And I love the way that you're able to talk people to have conversation without it getting,
she gonna
too
regret
over.
that
Right.
fucking
So I
giving
do
some
want to say
props.
that
Yeah,
for me,
because she just
He
glazed the
finna
fuck out
regret
that
that
bitch.
because he about to ask
I'm
you is
all
you
about,
gay and all type of shit.
empowering women.
Yeah.
I think that
She glazed to the
each
highest
other, but I
degree.
think that everybody is kind of responsible. Like men need to handle what men do, right? Because we know that men have issues, and I do think that as women, we need to uplift each other because sometimes they can receive it better when it comes from a woman versus when it comes from a man. And
She just came back on. Okay. How are you? I want to give the floor for you to introduce yourself, Godmother.
Watch her. She about to go in. Watch this.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Angela Mackey. That's my real name, but I go on Instagram as Godmother of Black Music and Media. My great-grandfather founded the first Black group on radio in the world, singing Negro spirituals only, broadcasting to 40 million listeners per week during the Great Depression.
Yo, he hate
We
her.
recruited to sing
Oh
as
my
captains,
goodness.
civilian captains in World War II to combat Nazi propaganda and also to bring the war to a close. So, yeah, that's why I go by the Godmother.
Yeah,
of
he
Black
hate
music
her. He
and
hate
media.
her.
Right, fantastic.
He already hate her already. Like,
And
he already
there's
know.
Yeah, already.
Of mine.
And so, no, not of yours, in Nikki's background. So, Nikki, are you able to use that mute button? You can unmute yourself as you need it. I'm going to try and.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually muted out.
Yeah, no, we can hear you. When you said I'm actually muted out, we can hear you.
You can tell she was ghetto by the way she came off.
Just so that when you're not talking, we don't hear the background noise. How's that?
Hey, I don't care about ghetto. People say
Fantastic.
ghetto.
Now, Godmother, you're here to
Nah, you know who she is.
Because his ass out.
You know who,
That's not why I'm here.
Yo, Genesis, you know who she is?
I know that.
You know who she is?
Tell us why you are here.
I am here because
Who is she?
Yo, you ever saw Above the Rim, that movie with Tupac, that basketball movie when we was younger?
No, it's been a long time. I don't remember the character.
Okay, but Kyle Mother, that's who she is.
Rest in peace to Nutso.
Right.
Word
the
up.
argument
Rest
and
in
discussion
peace
was
to
that we live in a
Nutso.
patriarchal,
Word up.
a matriarchal society rather than a patriarchal one. That's the argument that I'm having.
Yes, I like that.
And a woman, I don't think a woman playing basketball with her kids defines promiscuity.
Now, is that
Yo,
what that was? Was that just a random
Whatever it was,
video
even if
of
I
a
ask without that, doesn't mean it's promiscuous.
Also, women putting her body on display, that's not a sign of promiscuity.
Women walk around with their breasts out and everything in Africa. It's just hot climate. What that got to do with anything?
Oh, I see. So was she in Africa playing basketball?
I don't know where she was. It don't matter where she was. But I don't think a woman should be shamed. I think that there's a such thing as body shaming. And there's a such thing as...
Are you aware of that?
Huh?
You learned that from the liberal white woman. Body shaming.
You don't know what I learned from. First of all, don't tell me where I learned from. That's a broad generalizing statement.
Yo,
you don't have any credibility. You can't credibly say that I learned that.
She fixing the snap, child. She got the
snap. Shit. Yo, you don't ever tell a black woman she learned some shit from no white woman. Oh shit, it's about to go down. Yo, dog, you don't ever see. That's what I'm saying, Genesis. That's what I'm saying. He don't know. He never been around. This nigga, he don't even know the lines. He don't know. He talk about
he clearly
things
don't date black women. You don't tell no black woman that she learned something from a white woman.
No.
What the fuck? Like, no, hell, you learned that from a white one. He know he antagonized him.
Tell me that's why I learned something. You don't know where I learned my information from. You can't tell me where I got my information.
That is the idea of the liberal.
You can't tell me where I got my information. You didn't let me finish my statement to tell me where I got my information, first of all. So don't tell me that.
That's the
let me finish my statement, then you maybe understand where my statement comes from. Because you talking about white women when it's white women that be all dressed up like that in Africa. What you talking about? White women in Africa that walk around and with breast and ass out and because it's fucking hot. Where the white women at over there that's doing that? What the fuck are you talking about? We are the originators of it.
Yo, shit. Yo, Genesis, hold on. Yo, Genesis, pause it. Yo, Genesis, pause it real quick. Yo, pause it real. Yo, see, this is how Genesis got on Angry Man ass the other night. It was just the shit like this. It's the same shit, same thing. Genesis, you started blacking on that nigga. That's why I never jumped in. You had him. It was no reason for me to. I was waiting to. But then I saw when I saw you started blacking on them when the suffrage came up, I was like, I ain't gonna, because that's around the time when I was like, maybe I might have. But when you started that's when I was like, nah, see, it's over for him. I knew it was. She said, what the fuck are you talking about? She didn't give a fuck about his platform. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't give a fuck about this nigga. You can't.
You can't be kind to this nigga. No, you can't. Because you know he ready to antagonize.
We get it all. They get it all from us. Everything, femininity, everything, how to keep their ass clean. They come from us, don't it? Did we even teach them how to wash their? Did we not teach them how to wash their ass? So what the fuck are you talking about? I got some white woman. You sound stupid. And general, you can't make these wrong. You went to Berkeley. You went to these prestigious institutions. You cannot make these broad generalized facts. Statements with no scientific fact backing them. Telling me where I got information.
What do you think of this? Is this?
So you can't say
this behavior.
You can't scientifically tell me I got my information from a white woman. You can't stop.
What do you think of this?
Firstly,
I'm
they take a
telling
public
you.
speaking course on credibility. That's stupid. Okay? Have a credible statement before you tell me some broad generalized statement ass shit like that. That's ignorant. You tell me that government makes a white woman. Shut the fuck up. Now, what I was going to say is that when we birth they automatically have intimate knowledge of our bodies as women because they come from
Do you realize your neck is sweating because
you're a small-minded man in a patriarchal world who thinks a woman showing her ass is a problem. That's your patriarchal mind, not the matriarch. That bothers you. That bothers you. And why I would not do that in front of my son? So that's what she chose. To not be afraid to show a woman's femininely curvy body, so that when he becomes older, he doesn't have the self-destructive ideals that you have of pertaining to a woman's body. He can say a woman can walk around like that. That's fine. It's Atlanta, Georgia. It's Decatur, Georgia. And what Marquett said, they gotta let their booty breathe. Let their booty breathe on Fighting Temptations. Ain't that what he said? You gotta let their booty breathe. Okay? Nobody wanna be fucking hot. The ass carries fat as it is. It's hot. What the fuck are you talking about? Your small-minded patriarchal mind thinks that she should cover up. Right? Right? That's not making boo. That's not promoting promiscuity. That's promoting
if you can hear me. Nikki, can you hear me?
You are slut-shaming.
Can anybody hear me?
That little boy comes from her vagina, but he can't see her ass. Get the fuck out of here. Grow up. You need to grow up.
Okay. So,
do you notice how he with the women he became meek as a mouse. He just whispering like, let me just. He became like a soft speaking whisperer. Maybe it's because he feel like that he can't yell at a woman like that or talk too bad to a woman. I don't know. But he was like, no, you're just, oh my goodness. Oh my.
Yeah, because you know what it is, Genesis? She came just like you. She wasn't playing with him because she already was going to come like that. It's just that when he said, I already knew it. When he said that white woman shit, you don't ever. Listen, you could do whatever you want. Just don't ever tell no black woman that she sound like a white woman or doing what a white woman is doing. Dog, right then and there, all bets is out the window, son.
Yeah, you can't tell no black woman that she got something from a white woman. That's crazy.
Genesis, she forgot everything she came up there for, but it's your ass now. It don't even matter.
Whatever point she was gonna make at first, it was gone when he said that shit.
And it was over.
He knows how to disarm a person. He knows how to very much disarm a person.
He one of them clowns. That's why.
Yep.
Maybe eats from her breast. That's intimate knowledge of the woman's body. But her ass being out is a problem. The titty goes in his mouth. You sound like an idiot.
Why are you so angry?
Now, because you tried to tell me where I get my fucking information. Don't tell me that. I hate black men who make stupid ass jokes.
You said you hate black men. You said you hate black men.
No, she didn't say that. She said I hate black men that do stupid shit. You see?
No.
You see? You see, Genesis? See? No, she didn't say I hate black men, you asshole. You know what she said? She said I hate black men that do shit like, see, this is what I'm saying. This was the whole, just like the angry son. Same thing. It's the same shit. They want to cut what you said by 8 words, you know what I'm saying? And then just put the what they wanted to hear on it. That's what he wanted to do.
right, exactly.
Yeah. That's what he wanted to do.
Where the fuck I come from? I just told you that so that you could know. Not to fucking play with me. That was the point of me telling you who the fuck I am and where the fuck I come from. Bow the fuck down. I open the door to media, mass media for black people. The thing you doing right now, I broadcast to 40 million people worldwide in the 1930s. You're just broadcasting to how many? Nobody gives a fuck about what you got going on, do they? Thank you. Now in the matriarchal society, women will hold foundational institutional power, majority, governing seats, primary control of global wealth. We do not. We still fighting for rights in hospitals and not fucking
yelling and cursing?
come over for a baby to come out.
Why are you yelling and cursing?
Which you know just makes the hospital more money. More money. They force us into C-sections to make more money. They objectify our bodies. But now our ass.
Now our ass can't be out.
It's in a satellite hole, but our bodies can't be out.
Calm down.
But our ass can't be out. Get the fuck out of here. Bow the fuck down.
She said Henrietta Lacks is in the satellites. I guess he's using her blood for something in the satellite. Her ass cam. And she said that they're cutting her pussy open for C-sections, but our ass can't be out. Right. So he's trying to make it seem like black that I guess the black woman was playing basketball and had a certain outfit on, and that was promiscuous.
I am a woman, female girl.
He's muting her.
How about God, you hoe?
He is God.
Okay.
No, he cut her out.
We just had to move her out.
See? He's a clown.
Listen.
Fake ass nigga.
Nikki, can you unmute yourself?
So now Nikki's gonna talk more calmly, and he's still gonna be an asshole to her. That's the problem. He just it doesn't even matter what you are, how you come.
No, it don't.
We have to try to find a way to get underneath the skin. Watch this.
Yeah, you just don't let him.
Yes,
So that was your lovely black sister there. Do you have any thoughts on her conduct?
See, always stupid.
Well, she is my lovely black sister. Okay.
Yes, she is.
And no, she is. She is my lovely black sister. And just like within any family member or within family, you're gonna have some people, you know what I'm saying? So she's still my sister no matter what. Okay.
Some people
and she is a lovely black sister. She is just very
you dumbass. What are you talking about?
And what she thinks.
And she's still going.
Yeah.
Does she look familiar at all? Does she seem familiar in the sense that she represents most of the stereotypes of the black female?
No.
Okay.
Not for me. Not to me. But I do know that right now we're just living in a time where people are, you know, they're very emotional, both men and women. And, you know, we have to learn how to communicate with each other. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come on, because even from me making the comment that I made, right? I don't personally, I would not be out there like that. Okay. Now that's just my personal opinion. That's just me. I don't want to be out there like that showing my butt. And it has everything to do with a certain type of
people be glazing their ass up, don't they? They be. I mean, honey.
Genesis, she just
choking on his little.
Genesis, I'm telling you one thing about some black women. Some black women, I done seen it too. Some black women are throw their own sisters under the bus. She's throwing her under the bus, son.
Yeah, no, I'm like, dude, you antagonized her, bro.
Like, what is wrong?
You
what are
said
you doing?
That shit and got her pissed off. She probably was going to there and talk normally until you said some shit and then it pissed her off. But she already knows. She probably watched your show and hear you talking crazy about black women, so she was already prepared for you to say some stupid shit. And you did exactly, and you did just what you said. You know what I'm saying? And he did just what he said. That's when he must be. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you're not
right.
on the show.
That's
you know
when
how
he
this,
messed up. You know what I'm saying?
If you know this is how he is, I'm sorry, don't go on the show. Because
sometimes people want to get up there and try to see if they can have a reasonable conversation with this nigga. That's why I wanted to get on Kevin Samuels. I'm glad I never did, because I probably would have been like a meme. Because I would have lost my goddamn mind.
You would have blacked on that.
You already know I would have snapped on that damn show. Like, if you don't get your motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And then see, that's what's wrong with you now, with y'all black women. And I gotta kick you off now. You know, he would have kicked my ass off because I would have cussed his ass out. I would not be able to hold my composure.
And he looked like a fake ass Ricky Smiley. Unbelievable.
Man, this nigga. Right. You don't get your stupid ass.
I wouldn't go that far.
Attention, that goes along with that. Okay. Instead of us saying, okay, men need to learn how to, conduct themselves in public, hey, they don't know how to do that. So I need to, she's out on the basketball court and that's what she chooses to wear, then that's what she chooses to wear. Like nobody can tell her that she cannot wear that. It's not illegal to wear that. Nobody can tell her that she can't wear that. Now, it's up to the individual.
Do you have any children?
I do.
Okay. All right. Are you currently identifying as bisexual?
Am I what now?
Have you ever kissed a woman?
Have I ever kissed a woman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How do you think I knew that?
How do you think what?
How do you think I knew that you have kissed a woman before?
I don't know.
Question.
You don't think it's kind of interesting? Like, wow, Marquett, I've never seen you before. I've never met you before, but somehow you know my sexual history.
God, nobody thinks you're impressive. Nobody thinks you're impressive.
I can ask if you've ever kissed a man. I mean, I don't know. Like, just if I'm going by.
Yeah, yes, he did. He did kiss a man before.
But I don't know. I don't really know.
So.
And I wouldn't even ask you that.
There's a look to sexual deviance. Is that what you're suggesting?
You said what now?
I said you're suggesting that there is a look to sexual deviance. Is that what you're saying?
It can be. It can be.
Okay.
I mean, because just looking at you, I would have thought that, but I wouldn't ask you that. I just.
So you're saying that males play with each other.
What sexual deviancy look like?
You're saying that behavior, you can look at someone, and I'd like to know what the look is. Like, would you be kind enough to tell me what the look is? How you can look at someone and tell that they're a male.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Like you looked at me and said, "Hey,"
I didn't do it based on your looks. I did it based on one second. I didn't do it based on your looks.
It was based off of what I
your
said.
Lack of values. Yes, you don't have morals. So I knew that because you don't have morals, you're willing to do low things. So I didn't do it based on your looks.
I don't have morals.
You look like a normal black woman, which is dangerous because an upright black man such as myself might say, it's a beautiful black woman here, natural and all that good stuff, beautiful skin. And I might consider laying down with you, not knowing that you have engaged in filth. And then you would have that filth upon me.
Wow.
But it's based on your lack of morals that I was able to assess your sexual history because to you, everything is okay. And when everything is okay, you will engage in filth and evil. That's how I know. Because I'll tell you.
Okay.
Bro.
Yo, this nigga, son.
I could never take this guy to some of the clubs that I went to.
Man, honey, he can't go to the club. It's filth, it's evil, honey. That motherfucker must live in the mountains of the fucking in China.
He remind me of a friend I had. Oh my god.
He must be a bunk. Like, are you at the where are you at? Like what?
No, because a nigga like him gonna end up getting stomped out and he gonna get you into trouble with him.
All she got on is a damn raincoat. Have you kissed a woman before? Because how you are responding to me.
What the hell? Why
you're sexually deviant, you know what I'm saying? Because you kissed
she told him she think he's zesty.
Right. So but he got mad about that. So now he wants to do a tirade about and that's why
Genesis.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell he is zesty because he can't even take
open
a
that door.
He opened the door, didn't he? He said, "You started with
bro, right.
You might have the tank theory, you know."
See this. Everyone around the world knows that doing unnatural acts is a low thing. So that's how I assess that if you think everything's okay, you'll do something low. That's how I figured it out.
No, it's not that. It's not that I lack morals. I mean, that's kind of low. But you asked me if I engaged. Did I ever kiss a girl? You didn't ask me when it was, right?
It doesn't matter when it was, because no matter when it is wrong.
Because here's the thing. People have to actually, there's a thing called growth, right? And there's a thing that you have to go when you start to experience life, All right. And then you realize like things that you may have done when you were in your teens or your early 20s, like, hey, you know, that's not me. And you grow, right? Everybody has the capacity to grow. Everybody has the capacity to learn. Most people don't stay in the same place in life. You grow. The more knowledge that you have, the more that you grow.
It's true. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Who would you trust to have better morals and knowledge of health? Would you trust someone who used to be fat and then they became fit? Or would you trust someone who's been fit their entire life? Who do you think has more insight into the true knowledge of health and really feels it and embodies it?
That's stupid.
Neither
So
one of them. It's neither one
so
of them.
either
The
a
answer is
person
neither
that
one of them.
became fit or been fit their whole life. Which one would you say has a true knowledge of health? Come on, that's
values at the highest level. Is it the person who used to be?
And he's basing it off the fact that she says that yes, I did something, and then later on I grew from it. I realized that wasn't what I wanted to do. Versus a person that have never did it before, and he's using that as okay. So which one would you trust more? A person that did it before, or a person that haven't done it before, and they've always maintained a certain standard, or whatever.
Fat and became fit, or the person who's always been fit? Which one of the two is my question?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can learn from both. You can learn from both.
Yes, I didn't ask you that, though, madam. I didn't ask you that. I just
No,
asked
you
you which
didn't,
of the
but-
two. I asked you which of the two. So if you be honest, I'd appreciate your answer.
Oh yeah, I'm being honest. I'm being honest, and I'm
No,
giving
you're not. You're being deceptive, and you're being elusive.
No, absolutely not.
So you're being deceptive. No, he's being deceptive by that question alone. That's a deceptive question.
Right, because you don't know who got more knowledge. How you know that? You got to talk to both of them.
Right, you're just assuming that this
don't
person.
know that.
Thank you.
I said which of the two
Okay, well,
better embodies.
you have to let me finish my statement. So
No, your statement was not answering a question, and so I'm just kindly asking you to answer the question.
Okay.
You can't answer that stupid thing.
So which of the two?
Okay. So as I was saying, we can learn from either one. But if I had to make a decision, I would definitely say, okay, yeah, I will listen more to the person that's been fit their entire life.
Their entire life. Thank
What
you.
a dumb
And one, and the
What a
reason.
fucking
Right, so
dumb.
she done fell for the bullshit.
This lady.
I would say, you know what I would say? I would a person that actually was fat and then lost it. I would listen to them first because they've been through it, they've been overweight, and then they lost it. So therefore, they actually have had some type of a hardship.
That's
and
a
they
good-
have
that's a
more
good
things to
point.
go back. So a person that have never been through anything can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, and plus the person who been thin that whole time, a lot of that could be genetics. Whereas the person who was big, who got thin, they can tell you about the struggle that they have to try to maintain it. Whereas the thin person don't have that struggle.
Thank you.
That we don't listen to women as leaders is because that deceptive nature. Instead of answering the question outright, you had to give a caveat. An honest man would just answer the question
Because
outright.
it's never black and white. It's
You said
always
it's never
a
black
gray
and white.
See,
That's a
that's
lie.
why women
In
can't
fact,
be leaders.
it can't-
That's why women can't be leaders. Honey, women lead their families every day.
What?
Women
That's
lead
what he just said.
He said that. See, that's why women can't be leaders because they're.
I heard him say something about leading back. Oh, man. Yo, this.
And watch this. Watch what he say. Why? Look.
To women as leaders is because that deceptive.
He said that's why men can't listen to women as leaders because of that deceptive. This dude is gay. He don't even like women. Let's go.
We can learn from either one. But if I had to make a decision, I would definitely say, okay, yeah, I will listen more to the person that's been fit their entire life.
Their entire life. Thank you. And the reason that we don't listen to women as leaders is because that deceptive nature. Instead of answering the question outright, you had to give a caveat.
That's crazy.
An honest man would just answer the question
Because
outright.
it's never black and white. It's
You
always
said it's never
a
black
gray
and white.
area.
That's a lie. In
It's
fact,
not.
it
It's
can
never
be black and
it's-
white.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
And that's why we don't listen to women, because what you claim to be gray, it is in the gray area that you deceive. So anyways, thank you.
It's in the gray area that you deceive.
You see what I'm saying, Genesis? And then he's so stupid. I know women that's smarter than him, and I know women that'll knock his ass out too for talking crazy too.
Right? Could you imagine dating a dude like this and you try to have a conversation and this is how
That nigga is zestier than a
he don't
motherfucker.
get no. He can't tell me if he does get. He probably listen. No one could be around him. He is insufferable. God damn it, this nigga is insufferable.
He got a white woman around him. So
Well, honey, she just must. She must just listen to her headphones all day long and don't say shit.
Yeah, because you know, Genesis.
There's no way.
I don't know the relationship. I just know that he has.
Nah, Genesis, he ain't hitting it. Yo, Genesis, a lot of them white women relationships, it be strictly off of business. She fucking somebody else. She ain't fucking this nigga. This nigga zesty case.
She's probably still hitting it. Trust me.
No, he probably hitting that punani, but the thing is that the reason why he
women love zesty.
Black women so bad is because, honey, he can't even stay. You see how he was when a woman really went off on him. He had to like.
Nah, he too.
Yeah.
He too. The way he is, he too. So like his whole demeanor. Nah, he ain't hitting that wife. Nah, I could tell by the way he is. He ain't. Nah.
But no, you notice like he wasn't. If you imagine him like with a black woman like going again, honey, she'd be whooping his motherfucking ass. That's why he probably was getting abused by a black woman because he said some shit and she was slapping the shit out of this nigga.
Thank you for acknowledging that you'd rather listen to the person who's always been on track. I say that to say this: where morals are concerned, I've always been on track. I've never engaged in sexual deviance. You have engaged in sexual deviance. So with regards to sexual morality and sexual politics, it seems as though perhaps.
Why did she say right? Why does she agree with that?
She's glazing. First she be having it, then she start glazing, then she have it, then she start glazing. Like, lady, come on, you think you do your black book? Come on,
I haven't engaged in sexual deviance. You have. I'd be like, no. Listen, if you have, nobody would know, nigga.
I've never engaged in sexual deviance. You have engaged in sexual deviance. So with regards to sexual morality and sexual politics, it seems as though perhaps I'm a better authority here. And you yourself admitted that you grew out of that, which means that it was something that you had to get out of. Also known as a bad thing.
He's one of them Christians.
So now she's a slave.
Christian or Muslim?
Yo, Genesis, you see, he called her a slave. You see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? This nigga, yo, I'm telling you, his mouth. I'm telling you, the mouth.
Do you think that?
But look at how he's even talking. Look at how he's looking right here. Come on now. Like, you think he ain't never deviated?
Maybe you still have some growing to do. You still have the Jezebel spirit within you, and you need to have that demon excised from you.
Well, I'll say yes, I have growing to do. And I think that as long as you're here, everybody has growth. Everybody has room to grow. Nobody is perfect. It doesn't matter.
Honey, if he wouldn't be able to call me no damn Jezebel spirit.
That's crazy, son.
Honey, you got the Jacobel spirit all over goddamn whoever did your eyebrows.
That's what I said. These are some weak people.
Child. He know how to pick them because, honey, I couldn't be up there.
How much you have done, right?
Honey, I would have been like that lady that was screaming and hollering with that damn thing. Damn eyes would have popped out.
You have to.
You gotta cuss his ass out and be like, man, if you don't get your stupid ass up out of here, bald head and just cuss his ass out. Fuck you, nigga. You can't have no real because she being reasonable with him. People that are reasonable with him, he just make them look stupid as fuck. Listen, I've seen people be reasonable with you, try to have a real dialogue with you, but you try to still try to be a fucking asshole, bro. So ain't no reason to actually have a normal conversation with you because you're incapable of doing it. You're a narcissist and a psychopath.
Yo, Genesis,
have you seen that interview he did with Priscilla?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, and how he was doing that. That was crazy.
Yo, Genesis, who he remind you of?
Honey, I don't
Yo,
even know,
remember Genesis? Remember in Boys in the Hood when she was like, "Yeah, remember Chicago? Brush that weak ass fade." Remember that? Yo, that's him. Yo, cause him right here, son, weak.
Think that you have arrived at a place in life where you still cannot grow, that you still cannot learn. Like, that's insane to think to me.
That is insane, and no one said that. So you're not actually addressing the argument. You're trying your best to stray away from the argument for the third time.
Not.
I've not suggested that anyone's a perfect human being.
You said that you have not engaged in any sexual deviancy in your entire life.
That's
bullshit. Honey, I bet you he do anal sex. I bet you he do anal.
I'm telling you, Genesis, he got a milk dud up in him. I'm telling you. He's fronting. He is fronting.
Have you ever got your DS? You know what I'm saying? In certain cities, that's in certain states, that's against the law, sir. It's called certain states actually get fellatio
because wearing that
what's the damn name of it? You know, when somebody
sodomy. Fornication,
sodomy and stuff. So you can't.
Yeah, because wearing that Varnell Hill shirt, I already know he got butt plug. I already know.
Right.
Right, and you're saying I have a Jezebel spirit that I need.
You've given us evidence of that. That's not my words. That's my observation.
Okay, so you said that I have a Jezebel spirit, and I needed to be. I needed to get it out of me because, right, because it's still based off of what you're saying, it's still there because I said that people can do what they want to do, right? And you're saying because of that I have a Jezebel spirit. Where at the end of the day, nobody has a right to tell anybody what to do. Right? People have to go through their own.
Honestly, people like you need to be told
people
what to do.
have to go and grow through their own journeys in life. They have to go and grow. Yes,
because when you engage in your journey is causing suffering. For example, if you were rightly guided, you'd have better outcomes. When you are a female laying with females, that is a bad outcome, and you yourself admitted that.
Yeah,
secondly,
she did not say she was laying with females. She just said she kissed the female.
Yo, Genesis, you saw how he pointed at her and told her that you have to be told what to do. Unbelievable. Yo, this guy right here got to
it's unbelievable.
Yo, Genesis, this man got to get checked.
Outcome she has. I'm confused.
Bro, Santa, I'm telling you, I know what happened. He did that to a black woman, like all that pointing and you told what to do and all that. He got tuned up, like an iron to the back of the head. Like she did something to him that he would never forgot.
She gave him that back.
My mom
he
did
never
that
forgot.
To me when I was
Said from now on, from this day forward, the villain fucking era has begun. Like the villain story started. He just became the villain, bro.
Are you with the father of your child?
No,
I already knew that though. You see, I'm asking you questions that I already know the answer to. The reason I know that you're not with the father of your child is because you are not willing to yield to a man, and that is the natural order.
Because
so
I'm
anytime
not
a woman, one moment, madam.
I didn't hear you. No. I didn't hear you.
Anytime a woman is unwilling to yield to a man, she cannot be with a man.
Okay,
the only time a promiscuous woman yields to a man is to lay down for intercourse.
Okay.
And then when she gets up out of the bed, the man is gone because the intercourse can only hold the man temporarily.
Man, this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey.
Let me just say, I want to show you this real quick. Because I think that people need to see this. Because I think that like this, he's abusive. I don't know who his girlfriend is or whatever. I'm sure he is abusive. There's no way that he talks like this.
Nah, he ain't touching that white woman. He ain't doing that. He takes out basically what he does is Genesis. Some of this raise that he got coming from her too. He just don't take it out on her. He come to the pain of the bad black women. She putting him through the ringer, but he know he can't touch her. He know that.
And she probably the one footing all the bills. But I wanted to like just make this really quick, show this really quickly, and then we'll
All we have is they've been starting to do brain scans on women who have been emotionally abused, and the brain scans actually show worse trauma to the brain than professional athletes with CTE. Like it does cause.
Wow, I can see that.
Yes, yes,
I can see that.
Did y'all know that? Did you hear what she just said?
What she said, like what she talk about Genesis, like being hit in the head.
So you know what CTE is? You know what CTE is?
No,
CTE is when you're in a football players, but right? They play enough football.
Oh, you talk about when it gets concussions, right?
Right. So what she says is that what they found out is that emotional abuse it causes the same level of trauma.
Oh, I see what she's saying.
You know what I'm saying? But CTE, like, right? So a person that they just playing football, bow, 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 just banging their head up against and doing tackling stuff.
But just emotional abuse caused that type of physical abuse. I understand.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
The brain's under distress. I can see that.
Right.
They've been starting to do brain scans on women who have been emotionally abused, and the brain scans actually show worse trauma to the brain than professional athletes with CTE.
So that means professional. That means that this person is on like a professional level of football, banging his head against people.
Because you know what I think, Genesis?
And they say it's worse. It's worse trauma, not just equal, but worse. So
because I believe. No, I was just saying I believe like from this like the stress, like the headaches, because you know when you stressing, when your brain going like that, you get constant headaches, and them headaches could cause damage to your brain.
Man, listen, when I was dating, whenever I like was dating a person and we getting into an argument, I would actually literally have to throw up. Like I would get into an argument and it would be so intense, it would make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Like so people like this. So Marquett, I don't think he understands like the damage he's doing to people. It's like, bro, like if you think that you are a person that's trying to help the community out, like
nah, Genesis, he does his job. Him and Angry, them two, they want to take up arms and go to war with the black one. They want to genocide the black one. I'm telling you, Genesis, it sounds crazy, but that's what they want to do. They want to off the black woman. That's what they want to do.
That's crazy and sad at the same time. So listen, this has been like 3 hours and we're like at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Man, but this has been a great show. I'm so happy that you guys came to talk to me. Man, this is wonderful. Listen, who wants to go first and give some final thoughts? This is really crazy. So let's go.
I'll go with it. I think again, blaming black women alone for being single mothers and demonizing single stepfathers is, I mean, it's just one of the just craziest things I've ever heard. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these children, we would be worse off if we didn't have stepfathers, and we would be worse off if the women who were single mothers did their job, we would be worse off. Now, to make it like every woman they were just unruly, they didn't want to be with a man. look, I don't know all these women. We don't know what the specific reason. And it's like, and to punish people, think that you can punish people. You don't got that kind of power. You're not going to stop these men from getting with these single women. You're not going to stop these single women from having children if they choose to want to with whoever, either because they like the guy or they want the child, whatever reason. You don't have that power. All you have is talking, and it just, and you being this passive aggressive guy, it just makes you look sad. Because I'm like, you're in a relationship. Why do you care? I don't know.
Right.
But it's crazy to me that men who supposedly in relationships, they in good relationships, allegedly, you worry about women that you will not touch.
Right.
I don't get it, but that's how some of these men are, and it's crazy. But anyway, thank you for having me up here.
Good looking out, bro.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna give my statement, and I'm gonna let Tony go last. Tony been hitting it. He been hitting it. You know. I'm listen. I'm gonna say this is that when I ran across the Satan Center, you know what I'm saying, I initially actually liked some of the content he was doing. Some of it was over the top. Some things I disagreed with, but I don't like the fact that a lot of times these men make content off of dividing the family, making people, because here's the thing, you never know who's watching your content and how much it might be impacting people, because once you put it out there, you don't have control over who watches it or what they take from it and what they're going to do with it. So I don't think it's really I would say, what's the word, being responsible to throw things out there and let it hit the wall, and you're just putting these things, like, what if someone were to watch the things he's saying and then decide that they wanted to hurt people based on the person he's saying? He would probably then say, hey, well, I didn't have anything to do with that, but at what point would he ever take accountability and say, you know what, the words that I'm saying mean something, I mean, happy with your Caucasian relationship, just be with Caucasian. Why is it that people want to always talk about the black women or the whatever? Like, what is that? Well, I don't even think he was focused on the black women, but just women in general. Okay, women, single mothers, and this. If you're not dating single mothers, why are you putting a show out about single mothers? If you don't like single mothers, just don't date single mothers. But you want to you want to take a whole 2 hours to diss single mothers and about they shouldn't be, and we should actually create a whole system to punish men that date single mothers. And meanwhile, you have your relationship. When you get about this thing, you're gonna be going back to your wife, I don't know who she is, or your girlfriend, and y'all will be cool. But the main thing, now you done now somebody might watch what you said and then be on some bullshit. It's like you're not creating. What are you creating, bro? What is the purpose of your channel? To create division? What difference does it make if a single man dates a single mother?
Right.
How does it affect your life directly? It might affect it better because you know what, that single mother's not on the street. She's not on the corner. She's not down on Harry Hines selling cootie cat. She's got a man trying to take care of her and her kid. All this stuff stops crime and everything. Because trust me, that little boy got a man to look up to. All this stuff, but you're more focused on trying to demonize the women. Well, she needs to be punished, and so does he. So we can punish the woman. Really, at the end of the day, the whole thing is that he wants women to be punished because whoever broke his little heart and his little dick, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, you know what I'm saying, told him his dick was small and it wasn't doing nothing, and whatever, he hurt his little feelings. And now he is on the rampage. He is on the biggest rampage we've ever seen in our lives, right? Okay, his little nose is so cute and small and a little petite, and I'm sure his dick matches it. He got the money, he ain't got the dick to back it up. And that's why his ass sit up here on the panel up there all day long talking shit about women.
Right.
Like if you a man that got money ain't the man that got them dick ain't got no time to be up here. Most of the men I know that got big dicks is not on the panel talking about women and how much they suck because they got so much women they can't even concentrate. It's so many women talking to them, their phone is ringing off the hook of the chain.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn, I gotta stop talking to them. He got too many damn women. You know what I'm saying? You got too much women. You good. You straight. You got you. That's enough, bro. You don't need no more women, bro. According to what I know about niggas that got like some dick. You know what I'm saying? They got too much women. They got too much going on. They ain't got time to be up on the panel complaining about women because they up there. Whatever, they might complain to themselves, but honey, their phone is ringing. Honey, while they look, boom, 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 boom. Nevertheless, that's my take on it. Tony, go ahead. Let's go.
He don't like women having second chances. So when y'all get on this platform, y'all go in on this nigga. It's I don't care if a woman was just on there and he asking you questions about her. Don't answer no questions about no other woman. Fuck that. Get right on his ass. Be like, yo, what a black woman did to you. Let's talk about that. Fuck about what he want to talk about. You deter the conversation to your ball in your court. You ask him what his right about black women is. That's the question. Fuck what he talking about. And go in on his ass. Cause he's gonna go in on you. So you might as well fuck if you get kicked off the panel. Just go in on him and then that's how you gonna make your channel. That's how you make a channel. You defeat this nigga and you get an audience. That's how you do it. Fry him. I want all them type of niggas Genesis off these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't promoting nothing positive, only division. Them niggas got to get up out of here.
Amen.
Word.
They need to get the fuck up out of here. Okay.
Word. Get them niggas out of here.
I'm make a song called "Get the fuck up out of here." Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here. Bullshit.
Them niggas don't deserve no microphone. None of that. They don't deserve no channel.
Don't get up there like trying to talk normal to them because they psychopath. This nigga, if I looked up the definition of a psychopath, his face is right there. Boom, psychopath.
Right.
He's not even a sociopath. He's not a narcissist. Right. This nigga a whole complete psychopath.
This nigga don't.
He has in his mind crafted a world in his mind where men are getting punished for being stepdads.
Right.
Like, ooh.
Like, come on.
I mean, he went to sleep. He went to sleep and had a whole ideation of like punishing stepdads and made a show about it.
You know his dreams be fucking him up. You know he can't even sleep.
Diabolical, honey. Hitler ain't got shit on his dream, honey.
You know the divine feminine.
Listen, they don't need to vote that nigga into office of nothing.
Genesis, you know the divine feminine come and see that nigga every night. What, you trying to go to sleep, nigga? You bet not go to sleep, nigga.
And he live on a slave plantation. You already know they visiting of them. What the fuck is you talking about?
Oh man, see what I'm saying, Genesis?
Listen, if you want them ancestors to leave you alone, just go ahead, burn 2 candles and apologize, bro. Burn 2 candles.
That's all you gotta
offering
do.
And apologize. Put some water out there. Burn 2 candles. Get like 9 glasses of water and apologize to the ancestors and the female ancestors for how you be acting like for these women.
Exactly. And he got that bald ass head too. Oh, they be on his ass for that.
Honey, hair was falling out because he was too stressed out. The nigga stressed.
Right. He probably got that middle convertible top. Right. Unbelievable.
How old do you think he is? For real?
I think Genesis, that nigga might be probably, let me see, 6 years after, probably like 44.
He was born in 1992, child.
What? That nigga younger than me?
1992, that's what this thing say.
Genesis, that nigga look like some old ass nigga.
Yeah, because listen, you can't put out all that vitriol. You already know you got people hating on you. He probably get all kind of evil eyes thrown on him. Like,
You born in 92 and you look older than me. Yeah, the divine feminine whipping his fucking ass.
Listen, you can't keep putting that bullshit out there like that.
Yeah. He
Honey, you need to repent, and not to Jesus, but to the women in your life that you fucked off, you know. And then put your burdens in the Lake Minnetonka and just jump in that bitch naked.
Right. Because we know you atheist. We know you an atheist, nigga. You better get on the right track.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, this was a great show.
Great show.
Time. Much love, guys. Peace. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See if you believe in the God